Welcome back to Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoa, whoa! Merry New Year to all you out there. Our first show of 2026. We got a full couch here, but missing one. But we will still go on. How's everybody feeling?
Cool.
Good. Everybody had a prosperous New Year's celebration. Okay, we got familiar faces back here on the couch as well. But this is Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop. I'm merely a host, Josiah Johnson. Sadly, Gil is not with us today, but we want to wish him a very happy birthday, January 6th. Storm the arena.
And KJ.
Okay, shout out KJ Martin as well.
KJ,
There's a lot of cool birthdays here.
Happy birthday. January 6th, baby.
January 6th. Want to wish Melly happy birthday too.
Hey,
January
a lot of
5th.
Capricorns in this mug, man. You know what I'm talking about?
My little brother Mo had his birthday January 5th too, so a lot of birthdays out here.
Capricorns rule.
Little Mo.
Capricorns rule.
That's what we used to call him.
I'm talking about.
But let's get into it. Making her first appearance of season 4, we want to welcome back WNBA champion of the world, Lexie Brown. Welcome back to Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop.
Yay!
How's everything been, Lexie? We've missed your presence here on this couch. You bring balance to the couch.
Thanks. I'm happy to be back in LA. I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay, we will not pry too deep into your personal matters, but good to have you back here. Seated next to Lexie, we got NBA champion of the world, Swaggy P, Nick Young.
Oh, you wasn't here.
What was that?
So you got to give us some context. So play the video, y'all, so she'll know. So there's
That sound was you?
Yes, there's a video with that. So when you get that queued up, so Lex can see the video of that sound.
The show I was on Fox.
All right, when you do, let us know.
Whenever you do, we will get back. Yeah, we get special forces.
Nah.
Oh, you didn't laugh?
Very special forces.
Disappointing.
That's disappointing.
That you didn't win?
Listen.
Did you make it to the end?
No, hey,
He ain't the champion in everything now.
like
How many weeks? How long were you on the show?
he lasted longer than we
6
thought.
days.
6 days.
He lasted longer than I thought.
Were you the first one?
No,
You get voted off, or you like fail off?
You just leave if you want to leave. So
Dip out.
got
Like I had enough.
I had enough.
Well, while we wait for that video to get queued up, we'll introduce the rest of the couch. Next to Swaggy P, representing Tough Crowd and a card-carrying country club member, we got Mr. B, Brandon Jennings. Big golf tournament coming up, All-Star Weekend.
February 12th.
We will not disclose the location if you're not baller enough, if you are not invited.
Shout out Visa. Shout out Underdog. Top Golf.
It's going to be a legendary event. This side of the couch, we got the distinguished gentleman from Oak Cliff, former #1 pick, Kenyon Martin, back here with us.
What's happening, man?
And last but not least, the man they call Cemetery Larry, NCAA champion of the world, Rashad McCants, back in the arena. They can't erase what we were.
Ain't it worse?
They can't erase it.
Old ship.
Seeing the ghost.
You getting us?
He on our team now. Sub him in.
But we got a lot to get into. Here's what's cracking in Gil's Arena today. Jaylen Brown says he's the best two-way player in the world, but is he spitting or tripping? The Thunder are 6-6 in their last 12 games. Is the league figuring out the defending champs? And Trae Young and the Hawks are reportedly working on a trade, but which team is the best fit for the 4-time All-Star? Ice Trae on the way somewhere else. Before we get into all that, as always, this show is brought to you by Underdog. If you're new to Underdog, now's the time. Get $75 in bonus entries when you play just $5 with promo code GIL. To celebrate NFL Wildcard Weekend, Underdog is dropping a gimme pick on a quarterback of your choice from any wildcard game. Plus, there are surprise promos all weekend long, so make sure you're checking the app. Support the show, lock in your bonus, and start playing today with code GIL. And if you can't watch the show live with us on YouTube, we have audio versions available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. So we're going to start this show out in Beantown, where Jaylen Brown has been holding it down while continuing to prove he is a high-level #1 option in the league. Brown did his thing in December, leading the league in scoring average for the month with 31.7 points per game, along with 6.4 rebounds, 5.4 assists, while shooting nearly 54% from the field, 43% from three. Scored 30 or more in 9 of the 10 games he played, was the only player in the East to average 30, 6, and 5, with the Celtics going 7-3 in the 10 games he played in that span. But Brown got beat out by another Jaylen for Eastern Conference Player of the Month, with the award going to the Knicks captain Jalen Brunson So in response to Brunson getting named Eastern Conference Player of the Month, Brown tweeted this response. Quote tweeted the NBA's post, said, SMH, shaking my head, while also saying on a recent Twitch stream, no disrespect, no diss to Shea or Brunson, but neither one of them had a better month than I had. Lexie, you are our resident Boston Celtics fan.
Sure am.
Your father D was at the game. Turning up, they had the jerseys.
It was so cute.
The original Brown number 7
Yeah.
with the
that
third
was,
Brown number 7.
Yeah, that was fire. My dad, he was just so happy. I was just like, he was getting his flowers and they were showing him love. So that was amazing. But I agree with Jalen. He should have won.
That's what I was going to ask you. So you think Jaylen Brown deserved to win Eastern Conference Player of the Month in December?
Yeah. Was in season was.
So the semifinals counted. The championship game technically does not count. Obviously, the NBA, I think, weighted the Knicks.
I don't know. I
winning the
feel
NBA
like
Cup
if they didn't
championship.
win that, then they would have given it to Jalen Brown. But I agree with him.
We have a lot of Jaylen Brown supporters on this couch that been speaking highly of his name for a long time. Let's move over to Rashad. Do you think that Jaylen Brown deserved to win Eastern Conference Player of the Month for December?
No.
Okay.
No. I think it should continue to fuel him like it did years prior, not receiving certain awards, getting what he wants, fuels certain guys, and I think he's one of them. Even though I think this momentum is getting to his head a little bit. I think he's seeing the fruits of his labor, all the work that he's putting in, and I don't think that he has to necessarily always get recognition for everything. I think sometimes, between him and Tatum, when they didn't get the recognition, they came and they fought, they won, they showed everybody what they can do. I think that fuels a lot of people. It always fueled that number 8, number 2, 4. When you didn't give me certain things, I'm gonna go fight and I'm gonna go prove myself. So I think that's what he's doing. I don't think he needs to get all the recognition right now. I think right now it's still early. We see what you're doing, it's obvious. So I think right now just keep doing what you're doing. Don't worry about who's giving you what flowers and who's giving you what awards. Just keep killing.
I think it's obviously using the motivation. He's been on Twitch a lot, obviously streaming, been very socially active. Said that maybe he talks a little bit too much and that's why he's costing himself some of these opportunities, but say he's going to continue to do so. But Mr. B, obviously you've been a big Jaylen Brown fan as well. The number one option talk, all this has been going on even before Tatum's injury. But do you think Jaylen Brown deserved to be Eastern Conference Player of the Month?
I'm going to agree with Rashad, no. But he is playing well. He has been playing well these last 20 games. He's flipped the switch. I don't know if it's because they was talking about his hairline and the black marks and things like that, but he definitely tapped into another another level. And he's playing really well. I think they're third or second right now in the East. He still has a lot of more work to do. When Scottie Pippen didn't have Michael Jordan, he finished third in the MVP voting. So he's still got to keep going. But I wouldn't really care too much about the recognition and all that, like stuff like that, because he's already doing what we didn't think they were going to be able to do. We thought they were going to tank, and they're fighting for the top spot right now. So just stay right there where you're at.
So let's shift over to you, Kenyon. Jaylen Brown averaged 32, posted 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 1.2 steals. Like I said, shot nearly 54% from the field, 43% from 3. Jalen Brunson averaged 31.7 assists, shooting 48% from the field, 41% from 3. Knicks were 10-3 in the games that Jalen Brunson played in December, which does not include the NBA Cup championship game, which doesn't count against the record. Celtics were 7-3 with Jaylen Brown in the 10 games he played. Do you think Jaylen Brown has a legitimate gripe that he should have been Eastern Conference Player of the Month for December?
Yeah, personally, yeah, he feels that way absolutely. But the numbers are what they are. New York had a better record. It's his personal feelings about it. So of course he said something. So, but yeah, Jalen Brunson definitely deserved it. Jaylen Brown has been playing out his mind. I had a text B the other day like, yeah, my bad. No, because I've been on him, you know what I'm saying? I've been the one who, he is a number one option, but Jason Tatum is that as well. But Jaylen Brown has been holding the fort down. For them to be second in the East right now, with quote unquote without their best player, says a lot. It says a lot about him, what he's able to up his production and lead his team the way he's doing, man. So yeah, no, it's his personal gripe. He feels that way,
Yeah.
yes, but the numbers are what they are, and yeah, like it's just he don't need no more fuel. He already played with a chip on his shoulder, so this just gonna drive him even more. So it's just what it is.
So I think Knicks played the Celtics back on December 2nd. Celtics got the win. Jalen Brunson 15 points in that game. Jalen Brown 42 points in that game.
Well,
But that was early in the month. Obviously, a lot more happened throughout the course of that month. But Swaggy, do you think that Jalen Brown?
Yeah, I think he deserves it.
Okay.
Just the fact nobody's seen the Celtics being where they are. He stepped up, averaging almost 30 points a game now. Does it on both ends. What else can you say, man? If they didn't win the in-season tournament, if New York didn't do something nobody else seen or haven't done before, even if they don't hang the banner, they never won nothing. That's why I feel like they're giving it to Brunson. But besides that, Jalen deserves everything.
Brunson did NBA Cup championship. They opted not to put a banner up. Bigger goals in mind.
More likable. He does these things. He embraced the line, all that, the black mark. He's
skid mark.
Calling LeBron, pick up the phone.
Trying to get reference.
Doing salsa.
Girls sit courtside.
And win. The man is on fire, man.
He's on a nice run. So we talked about December. Now let's shift over to January. Celtics played their first game of 2026 on New Year's Day in Sacramento, getting a win over the Kings, with Brown dropping 29 points, 10 boards. They finished their 5-game road trip in LA against the Clippers. So on the flight to LA, Brown texted Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla, told him he wanted to guard Kawhi in that game. And then actually when Jalen Brown got to LA, he got to turn up as well. Following night, he had a salsa lesson with Grammy-winning singer Victoria Monet.
I like his off-the-court game.
Yeah.
He got some flavor.
I love the twitch. I love his twitch stream.
The Beijing was on bling bling.
Like I like what be
That's
on
what-
his hip. I ain't gonna front. I see it. I see it.
So with Monet sitting courtside for the Clippers game, Brown did his thing as well. Let's take a look at the highlights if we can, please.
Of course.
Carlos, my good man. So he unloaded the clip on the Clips with a career high tying 50 points in that game. He was 18 of 26 from the field, 6 for 10 from 3. So Brown joins Jason Tatum, Larry Bird as the third player in Celtics history with multiple 50-point games. And like he said, he texted Mazzulla, said he wanted that Kawhi defensive assignment. Kawhi struggled in the game, shooting 35% from the field. The Celtics absolutely dominated the Clippers, 31-point win. Jalen Brown getting MVP chance.
But you media motherfuckers crazy.
What happened?
Y'all media people crazy.
Ken, you are a media person.
No.
You are established.
No, I don't read stats and shit.
Stats are a part of life.
Nigga said he shot. So how many points did Kawhi have?
I think 22, 6 to 17 from the field. But Kawhi before that, I think was averaging 39 points per game over that previous stretch.
I don't know how many points he had.
22.
Workout.
6 to 17.
I did.
I'll say he was averaging like 39 in the 6-game stretch before.
He was cooking.
Yeah, he's been killing. We will give Kawhi his love tomorrow here on Gills Arena presented by Underdog.
He definitely was cooking.
Cut that water off now.
So Brown had ample time to set a new career high. Wasn't happy when Joe Mazzulla subbed him out with under 4 minutes remaining. As you see, the game already secure for the Celtics.
Oh, that's kind of petty, though. You couldn't let him get one more.
One more point. It's Joe Mazzulla, though. He watches the town before every game. So in a post-game interview, Brown reasserted his belief that he's the best two-way player in the world. Also had this to say about embracing the challenge of guarding Kawhi.
Why wouldn't I? That's what I seek, those challenges. Like, I feel like it brings the most out of me. Obviously, Kawhi is one of the greats, so I wanted to start on him. And I just seek those matchups. My mindset, I like when my back is against the wall. I like when people doubt. It fuels me. So, even though it'd be nice to get some respect,
Yeah.
keep it up. I definitely use it as fuel.
So, in regards to Brown saying he's the best two-way player in the world, numbers seem to support his medicological assessments. His 29.6 points per game is currently 6th in the league as he looks to join Jason Tatum as the only Celtics players to average over 30 for a season. And Brown is holding opponents to 39.3% from the field as the closest defender, which is second among 111 qualified players. So I'm asking you first, you are a defensive guru expert. Jalen Brown the best two-way player in the world right now?
No. Fuck. Number 34 still in Milwaukee, still play basketball, man. Like, let's not do that. Like,
And that boy up in San Antonio.
I'm not gonna go with Victor. And then Victor Wembanyama still in there. Victor and Giannis still play basketball.
Victor
Like,
Frankenstein.
Yeah, I'm not
still
gonna
alive.
listen. It's fumble. No, but yeah, but
Not the part.
no, he does his thing on defense. Absolutely. Two things with, I'm always one. Why we got to know he texts the coach for one? Why that ain't y'all business? Like, cool. And who else would we expect you to guard in that game, Jaylen Brown, besides Kawhi Leonard? Like, this is the bullshit. Like, this is the media shit that, what I'm saying, that bothers me with
Joe
certain
Mazzulla
things.
told the media that
for
Kawhi
what?
texted him.
For what?
He could have just walked up a couple of rows.
You doing the game plan. You looking at the starter like, yeah, I'm going to put Kawhi on. I'm going to put Jaylen on Kawhi. That's what the fuck I would think. That's what I would think it would go. I'm not going to put Derek White on him so he can post him up. Like, no, that's not what I'm going to do. If I'm looking at the matchups going into the game, that's your matchup. So why would you have to text your coach, let me guard him? Like, and why would your coach say that for, like, that shit's crazy. Like, why
They campaigning.
but why,
They campaigning.
I'm for it.
Talib.
Defensive player of the
See
year.
what he just said.
First team
What he
all
said.
First team all defense.
He said it would be nice.
Yeah,
nice
to be
to
recognized for it.
Pat me on the back
Who you-
sometimes.
Take it from someone. Listen, hey,
It's been a
like,
thing, though.
hear me out. Take it from someone who never got the recognition that I felt I deserved for playing defense. Absolutely. So I get what they're doing. But why, when you text your coach, he has to come telling me? Like, that shit, like, dude,
With the green bubbles.
like, that's,
Mazzulla got the green bubble.
like why?
Shout to pride.
Flip phone. He got the flip phone.
Like, I just,
He got
I would
the
not be
Nokia
surprised
phone.
if he had a flip phone.
He's got a
that's my
flip
whole
for
thing.
sure.
No, but yeah, he doing his
He don't
thing.
want to be traced. He's like, you're not
You know
tracing
what?
my call.
Listen,
Flip on the hip.
That's how he be hanging up on people.
Yeah, no, be doing his thing
Triple
defensively,
texting
though,
him.
but to go that far to say that in the world, no, I'm
Too much.
just a
Dip
little
on
too
it,
much
too.
on it. A little too much on it right now. Hell of a defender, hell of an offensive player, but I think just a little too much on it.
So,
Doing his thing, though.
Mr. B, card-carrying country club member. Jaylen Brown, the best two-way player in the world right now.
No, I gotta agree. You still got Wemby, you still got Giannis, but he is in the high percentage of guarding every team's best player. So he is number one. So every night, like, that's just what he does, and that's what he is going to do. So I mean, I do understand where he's coming from, but you still do have those other two guys that's still playing. But hey, if he says it, then that's what it is for him.
I mean, look at the positions. You know, like I just said before, you know, he's feeling the
Unappreciated.
Well, it's
The
more
value.
it's more retribution now. He's going into renegade mode. He's going into I want my respect, and this comes from ever since guarding Luka and showing what he can do when they had that matchup. And we had conversations on the couch about that. You know, how many possessions he guarded him, what he did to neutralize him, and him going into that season with that mindset like, I want to be this guy. I didn't make the all defensive team that year. He wants to come in and do this and solidify. I think that's what Joe is doing. Joe is showing that he should be all defense, first or second team regardless. And when you look at outside of Wemby, you look at outside of Giannis, there's no other guard that does what he does. So in his sense, he's not thinking Wemby, Giannis is in front of him.
His position.
He's thinking his position. He is definitely number one.
Okay.
He's definitely.
But-
I mean,
Okay.
he said, I'm the number one. I'm the number one two-way player in the world in my position. By my
But
position.
he's in the
You
world.
cannot say
But
that
Yes,
because
it
if
does.
you go by availability too,
That's what I was
more
going to bring to.
available than all of
Both
and
of them,
his
yeah.
position.
You're right. You're right.
And his position is tougher. He got to guard the Anthony Edwards and everybody like that every night. Kawhi Leonard. I would say he is.
But the defensive side, when you're talking about the actual categories of what defense holds,
Yeah.
defensive rebounding, deflections, blocking shots, all of these other
Hey,
things. Not just
Being
putting the hand up.
being a deterrent.
Yes.
Hey, fuck.
Going away from. We're going away
Hey,
from.
being a deterrent.
But
is-
somebody, he's guarding somebody that's really
Yes.
good every
Yeah,
night.
giving him his
you
props.
can't name people at Wemby and Giannis' position that's good every night.
True.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's
But
starting
you
to
say
lose
this,
That don't
though,
stop their
Right.
ability, though.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
That don't stop their ability.
think about
though.
this,
Just because
though.
they ain't got the.
If
I
I'm
didn't
hit
have to guard.
Right.
Some days,
guards lead.
No, it
I had to guard Chuck Hayes some nights. That didn't mean my defense ability wasn't motherfucking like
He
that.
don't have them nights though.
I'm saying?
He don't have them.
Every
But
night.
listen,
Cool, but that don't
Every
stop.
night.
That don't mean them
but
other
this
dudes ain't like that.
It's
though.
not saying nothing against him.
Not at all.
It's saying this.
Yeah.
If
Giving
you
him his
guarding
props.
KD and KD's hot that night,
Yeah, he gotta guard him.
is it bad defense because KD's hot?
No, it's not bad defense.
It's not bad defense. So if every night he's guarding and
bad
holding
defense.
guys under 40%,
Yeah.
That
and
means
one guy is hitting on all cylinders, but he's still making it tough. Like we
Yeah.
always talk, when you make it tough for Cole, it was like, man,
You made him go to.
I made him go to his shit.
You made him get to his
I made him
hat.
third. I mean, he
Yeah,
opened the book.
yes.
But
But what did
Jaylen
you do
Brown,
to Kawhi?
that's what I'm saying.
He was averaging
35%. 35%. He turned the water off.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. For that particular moment in this particular player, you can say Jaylen Brown did that.
Yeah.
And he's been doing that. But when you talk about guard play, if I'm hitting, bro, it ain't nothing you can do. It don't matter. But for bigs, it ain't about you hitting. It's about me affecting the game or you coming in the lane, period. Like, you're not even coming in here. So
Are we doing that?
Who with Wemby?
NBA. Are we even trying to go to the lane every time? Are we shooting a lot of
Wemby.
threes? It's more.
No, it's
switching
threes
for
and
them.
twos.
It's more switching for them. I admit.
It's
Giannis
layups and
can
threes.
switch on down there, everybody. Wemby the same. But Wemby's, what, 33 years in? I'm not putting him in front of Jaylen Brown right now. After with Jaylen Brown, he got
That's
one of the best players in the
We didn't-
world traded.
We didn't put him in front of
They
him. We
looked
just
at
said
him
he wasn't
differently
better.
after the championship, Luka. They looked at him differently after that game.
Yeah.
Got him to the Lakers. We all look at Luka differently now because that moment I feel like. So right now I feel
We're
like
not putting him in
doing
front of
his
him.
thing. No
We're just not putting
question
Jaylen
about
Brown in front of him. That's all.
He not switching on no
Zach?
5s and 4s and shutting them down. That's the difference. You switching on your guards, you
One
doing
through
guard play.
forwards.
No,
He
1
does
through
play.
3. He's going 1 through 3. He's
Stays
guarding his guys.
Sometimes though,
And he
they
do-
go
yeah.
small. Look,
But he do what he do.
So they going
How about
small
that?
as a four. Hey, stop it, Nick.
Hey, man,
He does have an argument,
They
though.
got an
He does have an argument,
What are
though.
y'all
They
talking
going
have an
small. So nobody
He
put
is number
Jaylen
one.
Brown
I
and
mean,
Wemby
he
in
is
front of
number
him.
one.
We
he
just not
scores
thinking.
better, so you gotta say two-way. He scores better than
You said
Wemby.
he's a-
So yes, he scores better than Giannis. Yes.
Does
So he's
he?
better on that side.
No.
It's two-way.
Don't
But
score
wait,
better.
but wait,
Giannis
but
averages more points. So.
Man.
And think about why he score. Why you would say he scores better right now?
right, this-
Who's
they're
who
right
else
there.
is going to score
But
on the?
I've been averaging 30 for 9
Shit,
years.
who else gonna score on their
Shit,
team?
Derek White. They gave
Derek White. They gave Derek White down to the max.
Bro, come on, let's be realistic.
No,
Who else
let's
is
be
scoring
realistic.
on the Celtics?
You'll never find.
Him,
scoring.
Peyton Pete,
Right?
Peyton,
Richard.
Derek
Listen to
White.
what you saying.
He off and on. He
Hey,
like
Pritchard.
Yeah, he-
and-
Everybody y'all
So
naming is
look,
like
look
this.
who on the, look
Except
who on the
him.
Spurs.
Everybody y'all
Look who on the
naming
Spurs.
is like this except
They
Jaylen Brown. on
got
himself.
4 or 5 guys that can score without Wemby even being in the game. So we're saying 2 different things.
No, we're not.
But I'm agreeing with you.
Wemby had his own team last year before all them players came.
No, they
He
was
still
there.
ain't averaging
Kessler was there.
29. Giannis, he's been hurt all year. Both of them have. Too.
Yeah, both Wemby and Giannis. So Jaylen Brown played 33 or
That's-
35
that-
games.
They don't.
That's like the damn 65 rule game.
I completely understand.
That's the
We're still
65
talking about
rule.
ability.
We're talking about ability. We're not talking about availability.
Availability is ability.
We're talking ability.
You got to be on the court.
Okay, but we're not putting Jaylen Brown in front of him. We're not putting Wemby in
I'm
front of him
putting,
neither.
if I need somebody that's going to be there every night, reliable, yes.
But
I'm going
that wasn't the question that was asked.
It's a part of it.
So you want to
But
talk
it's
what
a
you want
part
to talk
of it.
about?
No, it's a part of
You
it.
don't think
You wanna
he
talk about what
meant,
he wanna
like,
talk
break
about.
You want to
down
make
in
up
this
shit.
moment?
No, who's making up is something.
Like not over.
If I'm
made-
available,
what's made
that's
up?
a part of it. If
What is
I'm
made up?
available, that's a part of
What
it.
is
And
made
you're
up?
not, that's a part of it.
Who made up something?
Don't just throw some shit because
Who threw something out? What are you talking about?
It's a part of it.
What are you talking about?
Availability.
I
What
feel
are you
like you're saying
talking
like
about?
right
Who's
now.
making up
this moment
something?
in time.
Hold on.
What is made up?
She got something. What she got?
Yeah, just this moment in time. I'm the
At
best
this
two-way player.
particular moment,
That's what
Because
And I'm-
Wemby not playing, Giannis not playing. I'm the one who's playing. the
Giannis is
most.
playing, so
Giannis is back, but Bucks are what, 11th in the East?
cool.
right
But
now?
he's still a hell of a defender. So
I
is
get his
Jaylen
point.
Brown. Ain't nobody
Speaking
taking
from
nothing off the
momentum.
man
I get his
plate.
point.
He's
though.
speaking from momentum.
Like he
what
is.
I've been
It's
doing.
here.
I
Not
got
just this
my
year, though,
lather
but
Give him his
going.
flowers.
Years, though.
Yeah,
So
yeah, he's
We are giving him his flowers. We're not taking anything off his plate.
I mean,
but
he don't change the
The
game
question was, do
defensively
we
like
think that
Wemby
he is
does.
the best player in the world?
Two-way
And the
player.
answer to that is no.
The game defensively
What?
like Wemby.
But
So-
when Wemby comes into the game,
That's the
People
question.
don't want to
game
layup.
changes.
The game does shift.
So like
Sacre blue.
So Jaylen Brown guarding
Luka.
Luka in the finals, that didn't
Didn't
change
change
the
the game.
whole play. Like him doing what he did in the
man.
playoffs didn't change the whole series of everything that he
We
did.
talking
Let me ask y'all
about
a
2 years
question.
ago. We talking about
I know,
about right now.
Wemby
I know,
comes
but
in
what
the
I'm
game.
I know, but what I'm saying is
So coming together, so that's my question,
Since he's
right?
been in the league, he's been doing that.
Yeah.
So what has
Who's
stopped?
been doing that?
Jaylen Brown, like he's been this type of. So when they won the championship, when they lost the last year, when they didn't, he was still doing the same thing. So what has?
But nothing. We're not. See, y'all acting like we're not giving him his flowers. Y'all act like we saying he sucks
just
defensively
who- I know.
now.
Who he
right?
played
No.
against. Wemby.
No,
The
he
fight
said.
Wemby.
No, he said that. He said that he doesn't change the game defensively like Wemby.
He
And I
doesn't.
said he. How does it?
Because it's different. It's a different. It's
Because
different.
defensive metrics, when you talk
different.
about what Wemby brings from
Because the
defensive
numbers are what they
rebounding,
are.
defending, deflecting, moving
So
muscles.
since we're looking at numbers, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at the numbers
we're looking
right
at the
now.
numbers.
He's number one.
While Wemby is on the floor versus when he is off the floor.
Okay.
the team dynamic.
Go look at. So that's part of it. Is it? Yes or no? That's part of it.
Rating.
And it's so as like so.
So a team. So that's a team thing.
No, it's
No,
him.
it's his presence.
It's his presence.
Okay.
So Jaylen Brown, he's consistent with his
Yeah,
presence.
he is.
He's going there. He gonna guard whoever's the best player on the
Yeah.
floor.
Every
he
night.
gonna do
Every
his thing.
night, yeah.
So when he's off the floor, they're still a good, solid defensive team.
Is it two-way? Or
Best two-way player.
Yeah. So you say yes. Everybody else said no. So
Okay, well let's
just
Yeah.
well,
let's push
yeah,
it
that's
forward.
no, but yes.
Let's
But
push
that
it
don't
forward.
take nothing off Jaylen Brown's plate though. That's what I'm saying. Like we don't.
But he should be
So
popping
that's
his shit
just
right
like the
Celtics
when,
number
so when
20.
people, yeah, they're number 20. So it's just like when people have the debate on who's somebody's favorite player, right? You can give your person his flowers. Nobody's going to
Leave
change
mine
your
alone.
mind about
Yeah,
that.
right.
Like he's doing his thing, absolutely. But I just feel when Giannis and Wemby is on the floor, they are just as good defensively as when Jaylen Brown's on the floor.
So, but by position, would you say Jaylen Brown is the
Number
best?
one.
Okay, yeah, by position.
Two-way
yes.
player.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
for sure.
That's the
Yeah,
question.
yeah,
Yes.
No, that's not,
If
what
that's
he's
the,
saying.
if that's the question, absolutely. No, not a doubt about it.
At his position, Swaggy, though, not in the entire
In the world.
Yeah, no.
Of every
Top five security
basketball
of the
player that's
world.
playing basketball.
Shit, not the world.
Like, yeah.
This
You know what I'm
is
saying?
position.
This is
Yeah.
position, not the entire planet.
Like,
Okay.
But
thousands of basketball players.
Is he
Like,
defensive
no.
player of the year this year?
Should be.
Right now.
from these
Should be.
could be.
What other dudes might not
you
qualify.
got Wemby
might
and
not
Giannis, they may not be able to qualify.
Isaiah Stewart.
You got Chet Holmgren, too, is also
The other
Isaiah
guys
who?
out there.
Defense
Out
guy.
there. Detroit.
Beef
Isaiah
Stewart.
Stewart as
Off the
defensive player of the
bench.
year.
Off
Yeah,
the bench.
yeah, he's in. I think he's in.
Has that ever happened before?
Yeah.
He's in one or two consideration. Of
Like
being-
Chet, I believe, is one
That's a
of the
good question.
front
Has a
runners.
defensive player of the year ever come off the bench?
That's a great
One
question.
guarding everybody.
Yes.
That is a great question, Lexie.
Because sometimes people keep their defenders on, like that's their
Yeah,
whatever.
roll him out.
I believe Michael Cooper. Yeah, Michael Cooper.
Okay.
Defensive player of the year, primarily coming off the bench.
Primarily, but how many games did he
86,
start?
87 season.
How many games did he start though? So
Let me
let's
pull
see.
it
You
up.
gotta
Shout
look
out-
at the words though. Primarily.
Shout out to Cooper Loop, though.
Play 82.
That's
he probably
impressive,
came
though.
off. Yeah, but it is.
High Sox.
Yeah, Michael Cooper's a legend.
LA Staple. Coop Camp. For all those who remember.
Coop was with us in Denver.
So, yeah, he only started 2 games.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
80 came off the bench, 82
That's dope.
games.
Michael
Well,
Cooper was the first basketball
Right, played
kid.
82 games, only started
Right.
2.
That's
There we
dope.
go.
The High Sox?
Yes, yep, right at Raleigh Park. That was my first.
Shout out
basketball.
Cooper Loop.
Coop funny.
If it
Okay,
is
well
to be,
then
it's up to me. Never be
Could
satisfied.
maybe win it then. Shit.
Yeah, no, it's
Maybe
possible.
could win it.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I just didn't. Yeah.
Played all 82. But so Brown cooled off in the Celtics' home win over the Bulls Monday night. But with the Knicks getting smacked by the Pistons Monday as well, Boston moved into second place in the East, 3.5 games behind the Pistons for the top spot. So forget the best two-way player in the world conversation. Has Jaylen Brown played his way into the MVP discussion so far this season?
Yeah.
I
for sure.
believe so.
for sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jalen.
Yeah,
Interesting.
hell yeah.
Yeah, not
Perfect
a doubt
timing,
about it.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect
not a doubt
timing.
about it.
Man, that'll be fun.
I know. Listen, they don't. Listen, if he get that.
So we all agree.
Yeah.
But so now let me spin it a little bit forward. Jason Tatum
We
reports
called it though. We called it. Me and this guy over here.
Nightwing.
Perfect
I believe.
timing.
The
Number
1A, 1A, 1B.
Beef with Jason
I was,
Tatum.
the
1A,
actual,
1B.
I was the actual resident Celtic at the time, and I said, "Hey man, it's looking kind of grim over there. If Tatum don't pick his shit up, he gonna be kicking his shit out."
No, that man had to get
hell
hurt.
no.
Don't do that.
Oh, this was before.
God.
This
Do
was-
that,
This
though.
was before he got hurt.
But don't
This
do
was
that,
way
though,
before he
Rashad.
got
Leave
hurt.
Okay,
the They love.
Don't do that, though.
Got hurt.
So and then
But don't
they won
do
it.
that, though.
They won it, and
But don't-
Brown got the award.
Yeah.
We was like,
Ooh, yes.
ooh.
Yeah, he's playing as
Ooh.
such. But don't
then
do that,
he
though.
got hurt.
But don't do that,
Then we was like, hey man.
Don't do that, though.
I remember who was it? It was Jay Williams got on
that.
TV talking about his boy Jason Tatum, talking about, come on, Brown, you got to step it up now. Let's see what you got.
Yeah.
And I said, damn, don't put all that pressure on my boy, because your boy went down.
Dookies.
Because your boy went down, you're going to put all the pressure. And guess what he's doing now?
You're gonna
Rise
put
to
that pressure
the
on.
occasion.
Now he's number two.
Yeah,
Number two in the East.
Put the pressure on.
Man, we averaging 32 a game,
Yeah.
playing both sides of the ball. And if I get this MVP, how many? What's that in the back? What's the hardware?
What the hardware?
The hardware in the back.
Let me
The
see your
Zoom
hardware in the
call.
Zoom.
There's hardware in the Zoom.
Shit, I
When
got
we're doing
three
this
of
with-
That's
them.
gonna be sitting close too.
Nasty.
Perfect time.
That's gonna be
Dude,
nasty.
Don't get hurt.
It is perfect time.
So, Lexie, let me ask you.
But y'all don't do that, though.
Yeah.
Y'all
Don't
That's
try
why
to
it's
drive
like-
a wedge. Everyone's
We're-
been trying it for years.
And he's
It ain't gonna
talking
be no
his
wedge.
shit now, because before he wasn't talking his shit. So I think that's why he was pushed under the radar. They didn't invite him to USA.
that make him likable
He wasn't
right
talking
there.
up. Nobody was talking for him.
Well, it's because nobody really knew him very well, I don't think.
But Jaylen Brown been the Celtics' vocal leader, I think.
Yeah.
That's been established. Like you said, they've tried to drive a wedge between those two in years past. They've always kind of come together to do it. But now this is a different situation. Jason Tatum reportedly coming back in April.
He better
But
not.
Jaylen Brown saying, this is my team now,
Trying to kill you.
little bro.
Come back.
I don't want him to come
It'd be
back. I
nice
want him to
for him in the
just
playoffs.
take his time.
You don't
But
see
if-
him over there watching the games?
If you Tatum, Celtics
I
are
like
saw
a
him
sad
doing his
little boy
workouts
over
like
there.
probably, what was it, like the day after his surgery?
there
He was back on
dunking.
the court. I'm like,
Celtics top 2 or 3 in these. We had talked previously about this when the season first started. If the Celtics weren't in a real position to compete and contend, then obviously Tatum maybe just redshirt this year, come back next season. This team is top 2 in the East right now,
Jeez.
playing very high-level basketball.
It's a down year
6
too,
new
though.
players on the
It's
roster.
still a down year though in the East though.
I mean,
But I think
That's all about
I wouldn't be.
Like, it's a down year, so I
fool
You
can't
think
over there.
he can come in and just
no,
kind of?
no. He disrupts what they built all year. If he comes back in April, the season's over. Basically, and you try to add him to playoff basketball. You try to add him to playoff
Because
basketball.
he has to recalibrate.
These
his
dudes
team.
didn't
They
play
can't play
80-some
him
games
as-
together. They didn't
could.
build something without him.
They
But
could.
they can't
It
do
changed everybody's role.
But do you think that's
what they
gonna
did
like
for Wemby
affect?
in the
It changed
tournament.
everybody's role.
You can
Yeah.
bring him off the bench.
100%.
You don't have to just.
But do you
throw
think
You
him.
can
that's
stretch
gonna-
for him.
Yeah.
You can just stretch
could
for
bring
him
him
and
off the bench.
Yeah, stretch
Not
for him
when-
and let him just
Like just
shoot.
plug him
Hey,
and play
so
with
let me ask
it.
y'all-
He's still a 20-point night.
But let
He's
me ask
better
y'all-
than Hauser and them
No.
niggas out there.
Oh
He
my
come
God,
out there and
for the
shoot
playoffs?
that bitch. And
No.
what
Oh
he
my
can
God.
do.
I mean, if
Still
they
gotta
do
play
that and they
defense.
win, then what?
So the thing is,
zone
you
it.
still got to play
We can
defense.
zone it.
It ain't just about coming out that motherfucker.
Man,
This ain't
Hauser-
this is not
Hauser
football,
playing-
goddamn it.
Hauser-
This is
Hauser's
not
not a
football where you
defender
only can
out
play
there.
one side of the ball.
Hauser is not a defender.
I think
out
they
there.
can
But
figure it
this-
out.
right now, he's
Luka Garza is not a defender
he
out
would be
there.
better.
Luka Garza, what you doing now?
Hauser to have better feel for the season, but when Jason Tatum come back, be in better shape than Jason Tatum, then play more games on the season, Jason Tatum.
But
all
I'm-
those
but I'm
things y'all
Jason-
saying.
I'm Jason Tatum though.
Put that shit.
Right, it's
Out of all
still
that shit you
Jason
just said,
Tatum.
I'm still
That's
Jason
for real.
Tatum.
No
I'm
rhythm.
still all NBA Jason
No
Tatum.
man, no rhythm
No,
for the
for sure.
playoffs. So,
But-
so you're gonna stick and put him out there in
No
playoff
expectations.
When playoff basketball is meaning something. They finished 2 in the East this year. There's expectations on us to do
Philly-
something.
But not for him.
No, for the team.
gonna be a blow.
So
I
why
I
would
still
you
don't think so,
disrupt
though.
that?
I still don't think people are going to think
Why
that
would
they
you
can
disrupt
win
that?
without
I don't
without
think it
all
would
of
be a
them.
disruption more than
Yes, it would.
It would be if we need you, we can sub you. We got you.
Coming off an Achilles?
Yeah.
Man, y'all
if he
crazy.
healthy, if they say he cleared
Well,
to play.
they're not.
New age
forcing him.
light skinned at Kenyon.
He's
He's the
2026
one.
light
He's the
skin.
one trying
He's
to come
20
back.
what? 28,
Tatum is
Ooh, yeah.
27?
Them dudes, listen, man, you change everybody.
27. He turns 28 in March.
Yeah.
You change everybody role.
Yeah,
He can be right.
he could be right.
The thing that got them 2 right now, all that goes out the window.
But what got them to?
The camaraderie, everything that they building right now without him.
Jaylen
No,
Brown.
I think Jaylen
Him
Brown.
Jaylen Brown by himself.
all that matters.
That's all Jaylen Brown.
He got,
All
so
that
he
matters.
guard all 5 positions. He subs.
I don't know. I feel
I've been
like
watching them and I've been
I
looking at
hate
them like,
White
yo,
right
they
now.
so
He do it all.
trash. But
What?
then I'm seeing what
his
he doing.
energy and
hate
aura
and I'm
is
like,
like,
yo,
I get
Like,
all
lifting
that.
them to another
Derek
level.
White been playing
So,
like
that's-
trash.
so you don't think that's
And
going to be
Every time I
disruptive?
see a highlight, he getting dunked on.
Anthony Simons ain't showed up yet. I ain't really seen him be who he supposed to
He
be.
had a good
Who
game
else
against the
over there?
Bulls. though.
You know what I'm
Simmons?
saying?
What's
Yes.
Simon,
Simon from the Blazers. He's
But
figuring his role out.
If you're a Celtics fan, you've been coming along with the players. You're seeing that they're stepping up to the plate. They're playing well together. But Brown is literally driving that motherfucker.
Okay, cool.
Like, hey,
yes.
get the fuck in the back, close your eyes, and we're going to be there. Wake up when we get there.
And Jason Tatum come back, who has been the number one option on
He's
that
not
team.
right
He's not gonna be the
now.
number one
He's
option.
still the number one option.
That man
Not
is
if
on
he
the
got
side,
that.
man. Let
So
me
therefore,
in.
leave him where he is.
Nah.
But he got to come back
I mean,
at
by
some
the time
point.
playoffs
number one option
come,
when he
all
come
the
back next
awards
year.
will be done, right?
But he
Nah.
let him start fresh as the number one option.
So,
That's 20. That's 15.
He's
17
He's still the
tonight,
number one
just to-
option. That don't.
I mean, they're gonna have some.
Yeah, that's
blow-
15,
I mean,
17
listen, they're gonna have some blowouts in the playoffs.
To what detriment?
Man.
Get out there.
Availability.
What-
Yeah,
Availability.
availability.
Go out there, motherfucker, hurt again. Now what? Have a setback, then what?
I'm saying.
So I'm thinking. Y'all only thinking about the small
if
shit.
the
I'm thinking
doctors
about
say
the
that
big.
he's available,
The doctor
If
can't
he's
do
healthy.
The doctor ain't motherfucking tried to change direction.
Look, if the doctors say he available,
The doctor ain't tried to change
15 to
direction,
17
dog.
tonight for him in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Easy
Hey.
money. We need that.
Ain't nobody gonna be
Okay.
looking at
We
nothing
need
because
that. Especially going into the playoffs.
Okay.
well, let's
We need all we can get.
What?
It's kind of fools.
Come back in April. You got 6 games
Slightly.
in April.
Sure.
Slightly.
Slightly.
Sure.
Like come back in April. you got
Jalen is
6
doing
games
a
in
lot.
April.
6 big enough.
He's doing a lot.
That's his
doing a lot.
preseason.
No.
But
Too much.
let's keep this thing moving. Before we do, we had talked about Swaggy's appearance on Special Forces. We have that video for you, Lexie, to see.
Wow.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. He's still there.
I don't want to play this game no more. This ain't my game. It's like a basketball on a court. The head, something wrong with y'all. See?
Stop all the BS and stop all the joking. Take this serious now.
It's windy.
Don't you touch it.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Can't do it no more. I'm about to fly off
Your
that
feet.
motherfucker. The wind start blowing.
You're lit every clip.
It's getting more and more.
Every
sad.
clip.
Every
It
time I
was
see
just more
It's like
sad.
It's like that Ray J clip. Remember Ray J was there? The hat kept changing. Every time, yeah. Like damn. Like they put
That's
this shit on
funny
you.
as
Yeah,
hell.
yeah. Like that.
He
Every
said,
angle.
stop
More white.
joking.
Dust and wind just
Like, how did you get on that show? You don't take shit serious. How did you get on that show?
Man, people love
They was
Swaggy.
annoyed.
You know?
They was sick of your ass.
I love Swag. All
All right, well, let's
Stop playing. Stop
Stop fucking playing. You about to fall off.
And I don't think you were playing, Swaggy. I think you were very serious in that
Very
moment.
serious right there.
That was a serious
My
reaction.
copelism, trying to get away, trying to get to the other
I would have got
side.
up
Wait,
to
did
that
you
ladder,
get
looked
to the
at it,
ladder?
and turned the fuck around like, hey, this is my
over?
last day.
I crawled over. You couldn't touch the ladder with your hands. If you touch the ladder with your hands, you fail.
Did you learn something on the show?
About jumping off a building?
Like, what was the?
What the fuck did I learn? I'm
Like,
afraid
I
of heights. Yeah, I learned. Yeah.
You didn't like leave. You didn't like leave the experience
know at
better.
first. I was like, man, that should look fun. But when you get there on time,
Yeah, that shit was fun.
that shit ain't fun.
No, it's not.
I thought I was too big for the rope. That's why, because everybody else like little, you know. So
Well, shout out Swaggy. Glad to have you back.
Thought that
In
rope
Gills
was
Arena presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop.
This
wind was coming.
Oh, yeah,
Sand
hey.
just hitting you in your face. I said, man.
No, sir.
That lip clip.
Boy, I would have got up there, bitch, looked down, I would have.
Yeah. But they don't tell you I was the first one, though. They made me be the first one. So I thought it was like a trick, like the ladder was going to break or something. I just.
You was prepared for the worst.
Y'all not gonna get me.
Yeah.
I quit.
I respect
We're
it.
all across this bitch, Shay.
All right, well, let's keep this thing moving. Today's show is sponsored by SeatGeek. Everyone can use our code ARENA10 to get 10% off your SeatGeek order. Whether you're a new customer or not, sports, concerts, festivals, you name it, the Lakers are back in action, so a lot of people have been looking on SeatGeek for the best deals. And the NFL playoffs are kicking off this weekend, and you already know SeatGeek got the plug on some of the best seats. SeatGeek rates on a scale of 1 to 10, so look for the green dots. Green means good, red means bad. No matter how many times you bought tickets before using SeatGeek, code ARENA10 is going to get you 10% off your next order. So take out your phone, open the SeatGeek app, and add code ARENA10 to your account. SeatGeek, appreciate you as always. I just grabbed some Lakers-Bucks tickets on there this Friday. See if Giannis playing. It's gonna be, you going, Mr. B?
I got my media pass.
Oh God.
Well,
Jennings.
better man than me. Tell my dad I said hello.
You got a media pass?
Yeah.
I'll be in my sweet life, Zach and Cody face. But
That's the easy. Hey,
I know.
that's the
Easy
easiest way to get in the game.
Yeah.
Hey, Trust me, All-Star Weekend a couple years ago, I was at my radio show.
Yeah.
Man, listen, hey.
Walking around.
Hey,
How you doing?
going to the suites and everything. Like, hey, this is Martin, go ahead. Because once you get in, people know you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Like, once you get in, people know you, so it's like.
Facts. It's easy. And they be like, oh, come over here with us.
Absolutely.
Can you turned up with you All-Star Weekend? You literally just pulled up to the arena. They just said, come on in. That's Kenyon Martin. Player interest.
Right in, like, yeah.
Big tall motherfucker.
Hey, Kenyon, come on through.
Debo. Hey, little man.
Yeah.
All right,
I got to use this coupon sometime, dog.
So let's shift over to the Western Conference. So less than a month ago, the Thunder were on pace to smash the league's single-season wins mark after a record-tying 24-1 start. SGA and Jalen Williams weren't shy about the Thunder's dominance at that point, with the reigning MVP saying his squad was embracing the challenge of going after the 2016 Warriors wins record, and J-Dub saying that this Thunder squad could beat some of the best teams in league history. Then things took a turn with the Spurs putting belt to ass with 3 straight wins over OKC in less than 2 weeks, with a loss to the Wolves in that span as well. So OKC took a 4-game winning streak into Phoenix Sunday, led by as much as 18 in the first half, but the Suns mounted a furious comeback in the second half. Let's take a look at some of the highlights. We pick up the action with under a minute remaining in the fourth quarter of that game. So Suns were up 1 at that point. Dylan Brooks went head-to-head with his Canadian brethren, SGA, hitting a huge 3 in the reigning MVP's grill to put Phoenix up 4. Thunder proceeded to come back and tie things up. Chet Holmgren bucket. And J-Dub hitting that jumper as well with 8 seconds remaining. 105-105, but game on the line. Devin Booker in Alex Caruso's grill for game. It was D-Book's only 3 of the night. He was 1 for 4 to give the Suns a win. D-Book finished with 24 points. D. Brooks added 22, and Jordan Goodwin had 26 points off the bench, including a career-high 8 threes. So after the game, Booker had this to say about hitting the game winner over an all-defensive level guard.
That's Alex Caruso guarding. I mean, that's one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. What's your confidence level that you can get up a good look against that level of defender in that situation?
Yeah, pretty confident.
That's Alex Caruso guard.
And
I love Alex Caruso, but the way he said it.
Yeah.
Said pretty confident.
Yeah.
The way he said it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Who? I have no problems with Alex
basically,
Caruso.
that's what I thought he was going to say. Who?
that's what he said. Yeah, that man didn't see him. He's too short.
A great rapper.
Oh, he Alex Caruso.
Too short still.
You Alex.
Yeah, Alex Caruso
I'm
guard.
me.
Short.
You know I put 70 on niggas' head tops before.
Yeah.
Do you not know who I am?
The tennis ball player.
Okay, niggas
Kinda
come
make
play
that.
with me. I'm over here. Me.
That is Alex
Oh,
Caruso
shit.
guarding.
Pretty confident.
Better throw 2 at me next time.
I had no problem with Gary Payton. Shout out to Devin Booker. Well, the Thunder were back in action at home against the Hornets for a second night of a back-to-back on Monday, with Isaiah Hartenstein and Caruso sidelined. Proceeded to get smacked by the 12th-ranked team in the Eastern Conference, Charlotte leading by as much as 30 points in the fourth quarter and winning 124-97. Hornets snapped OKC's NBA record streak of 24 straight wins versus the Eastern Conference, with OKC scoring under 100 points for the first time this season. Hornets dominated the Thunder offensively, outshooting them from the field 53 to 37%, also from three-point distance 51 to 28%, and at the line I think it was 92% to 67%, and on the boards with a plus 19 rebounding margin. OKC did win the turnover battle, forcing 21 to the Hornets 8, suffered their worst loss of the season as the Thunder dropped back-to-back games for the second time this season. Obviously, Thunder still have the best record in the league, top-ranked defense, but their offense has struggled as of late. So after the game, SJ was asked if there's a mental toll this season with the Thunder being defending champs and having a target on their back, had this to say.
It doesn't feel different than it did last year. Like, teams are good, players are good in the NBA. The league and players are always getting better, just like how us as a group have gotten better. And you got to grow with that, or you'll get left behind. But yeah, it doesn't feel any different than it has before. We just have a bad string of games as a league.
So, question for the couch: how big of a deal is the Thunder going 6-6 in their last 12 games? 6-6 also matches the Wizards' mark for their last 12 games. For anybody who is interested and curious, it's only a 12-game stretch.
Come on, man.
I think the beginning of their season was kind of not easy because everyone's professionals, but they didn't have the toughest schedule.
Well, in fact, they had
again, Lexie.
the least toughest schedule.
Yeah, their schedule early
was
was.
the schedule. You think it was a schedule?
Yeah.
That's just interesting.
Was it the schedule?
But what was the sec- but what
You're a
was the second
professional
part-
athlete.
What was the second part of your statement that you made?
What, that everyone's a pro?
Yeah, but they still need their team. Though.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what was the first part?
Out, right?
That they have an easier schedule, which is why I'm like, everyone doesn't need to overreact right now. They're fine. But yeah.
Let me introduce you to
Oh
the
God.
book. This is
Yo, you have a notebook now too?
yes.
Oh.
It's either a notebook, it's a cookbook, or it can be the book of Eli.
Is there anything actually written in it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
There's
Yes, there is.
notes,
Or is it
there's
for fun?
recipes.
I'm going to
Drawings,
chapter.
doodles.
Go to chapter 17,
Is it cursive or just regular?
book of body bags,
Okay, the Book of Body Bags, chapter 17.
verse 1, Kenyon's legs.
Is that the entire verse? Huh?
So nimble his legs were.
Oh my God.
Had to chop them shits off and put them in the bag. He didn't want to listen.
Listen to what is the point that you're making?
So I told him that
So
the
we've been
strength
going
of
back and
schedule,
forth about this
the
shit.
strength of schedule matters. At the beginning of the season, 24-1.
Oh, you said that
It
the
started
schedule
before they was 24-1.
Josiah verified
Yeah.
that they had the easiest schedule to begin the season.
So,
And he said, this is just what he just said. So,
Right,
I
they did
said
what they
when
were supposed
start-
to do with that schedule.
And I said the same thing. I said they did what they supposed to do, but when they start playing teams that are getting their shit together, we're going to see some shit change.
oh shit.
Flip.
Man.
Yeah, you're going to change that.
Oh shit.
And then, what's their record right now?
They're 30-7.
30-7. They lost 6 since I said this shit.
6-6.
6.
Okay.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Because he's the homie. I try to tell him he go against it. And I'm like, hey, man,
Oh shit.
I'm going to bring the book
But
every time you fuck it
no
up.
need to panic.
No, it was.
30-7, still the best record.
No,
in
but
NBA.
then he made
Still the
another
best
statement,
record,
right?
yeah.
But how
So
did
Lex,
it look?
It's
Lex,
still
then he
the
made
best
another
record.
statement. I told him he was out of his
be worried.
goddamn mind, right? He said he believed in the Charlotte Hornets. I said no.
Over the Milwaukee Bucks.
We're not gonna do that.
He had more faith in the
Yeah,
Charlotte
Then they
Hornets.
come out and do this.
And
I'm
beat
like,
their ass
by
by
40.
30.
What clip did I see? Didn't you say like they don't lose by 20 and then
He said it.
Oh. It was
He
that
said, yeah,
day.
they won't-
It
they
was that
won't-
morning, right? And then
Yeah.
they played the Spurs and
Yeah,
lost
they
by
said
20.
Man,
yeah,
They don't
give-
ever
don't nobody
lose.
blow
They
them
don't be
out.
losing by
Don't nobody
20.
ever blow them out.
And then that night they
lost
got blown
by
out.
20. Yeah, lost
So
by
you
20.
started this.
No, but look, I was on a team on the Lakers and we beat the fucking KD Warriors. I was on one of the worst teams. It happens, and KD ain't won the whole championship. You can't just people are good. It's Melo on that team. That new whatever the white
They
boy.
shouldn't have lost by that.
Quadruple.
Yeah,
They got exposed by
The white
Spurs.
boy.
No, it's a swamp.
I do
It's
think
a
that
long-
them losing to the
I think
Spurs 3 in a row.
exposed them
Yeah, and everyone's kind of
a
like,
lot.
okay.
And
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say this. Listen,
Dang.
I think their best player being SGA. I like him a lot, but I just think it's something about like Canada or Toronto players. Like I feel like I swear to God, I feel like once you get up in them and you physical, and once you figure them out, like they come off as cool, calm, like he's soft spoken because he doesn't want to really get into a battle. But once you push that to the edge with him, I think he gonna back down.
Jamal Murray.
Yeah, and I
he
think
don't
the
fit
Pacers
that.
and
Jamal
I
Murray
think
don't fit that.
no, but I think the Pacers really exposed that last year, and I think now that with the Spurs doing that,
Jamal
their
Murray
best
not
player like SGA, he's gonna get his, but I think everybody else around them, it's like the Kendrick and Drake beef. Like once you boom one of them, it's gonna be it's like they're gonna lay down. That's just me though. That's just me looking at what I think gonna happen in the future.
Mr. B, international conflict. We already have a situation
I'm
in Venezuela.
I'm
Now
with
we
that,
have
but what
added
I'm saying
Canada
is
to the
with
mix.
The Spurs, when I saw how they hit the OKC Thunder,
Yeah.
and I said their best player, I said, I don't know. I don't think they're gonna be able to recover
Let
from
me
that.
ask y'all this. So when you talk about we not only we talk hoop, but we talk about the NBA grind. Second half of the season,
Long season.
the back-to-backs. What happened in the first 25 games that they had the more leniency to use with their advantage, which was rested legs, not playing against teams that were that formidable, and they was SGA sitting out in 4 quarters.
Yeah, he was.
All right. So now what's happening? Hey, we pushing y'all not only to the limit, y'all down in the first half, y'all got to fight back. You got back-to-backs against good teams that are now seeing we can do this against y'all and make it tough for y'all. Before it wasn't that. We was looking at them like, yo, they on a roll. And how we going to stop them? Now, they done lost 7. The record is 9.
Oh, yeah, so.
Oh yeah, they're not breaking that.
But we felt good about it. We felt good about it. But now for SGA, as a leader,
2-3 more games.
he has to now recalibrate like the messaging to the troops. He can't go out there and just be like, we just had a bad few string of games.
You know what it is?
Because we got a target on y'all now.
Yeah,
I got to see something else now.
But you know what it is, though?
We did it to 20-30.
No,
but these other dudes,
We all
can't be cool like
his
that.
30 ain't good enough no more.
It ain't.
No, but
Because it's regular.
His just 30.
At a dot.
His just 30 ain't good enough.
It ain't good enough no more.
It ain't good enough.
respect the other guys anymore.
Right? Now when Luka hit 34 and 9 and 9,
50, Jalen Brown.
Jalen Brown, you got new dudes doing that. Now you gotta, like, we need some more 40s and 50s in there.
Second seed and won the championship.
We need some more 40s and 50s in there.
The Warriors was the second seed.
You got to average more assists.
They was the second seed.
Right?
Somebody else on that team got to
The
step up.
Warriors was the
average more
second
assists
seed
as well.
and they won a championship. They won a championship first seed, came back the year I was there, second seed, and won a championship.
Who was on that team?
Say it again.
Who's on this team?
I'm asking you a
It's a
question.
long
Why you
season.
deflect when I ask you a question? Who was on that team?
It's a long season.
Who was on the team though?
Yes, you go through the championship slumps. It's a good thing that they ain't chasing that record. You get tired.
But they was.
They were chasing.
They was chasing.
That NBA said no.
75 players.
That's what I'm saying. Who's
NBA
on that
said no.
team, bro? What I'm saying.
Players said no.
They could have kept. So y'all could have been 5th.
Sure, it's still, yeah. Bro, it didn't matter.
Yeah, players saying no.
On the same team.
So why does it matter with them?
Because it ain't KD and Steph on the same team.
They not like
It's
they not
MJ and J.
I get it.
But
They
they're
not like that though.
champions.
They not like that though. I don't think
like
they like
that.
Boston was champions too, bro.
they ain't like
What do you
that
mean?
team.
You want to go all the way back? Keep going back. Don't just go to KD and
Nick,
then
this
say they
OKC
champions.
team ain't that Warriors
Come on,
team,
man.
bro.
The Spurs exposed them, dog.
What the league look like? What the league look like?
Water down a
Everybody's
little
getting
bit.
hurt.
Right now.
Joker's done damn near. Wemby come off the bench.
Cancun just went down.
What if he started the playoffs right now? You wouldn't have OKC as your favorite if you start the playoffs right now.
After they just got knocked by the fucking Hornets? No.
Man.
And after
Who would you put one?
No, hold on.
Who
Did
would
you
you put
watch
one?
the game, Nick?
Who would you put
Did you
one?
watch that game?
I'm just saying, if the playoffs start right now, who would win? Who would you have as a favorite right now?
Houston. Houston would be the favorite.
But Houston dealing with issues of their own.
They got one, but KD proved last night that, hey, I can still do what I need to do to take my
And
team
we will
to the
talk
next
about
level.
that shortly. But
Houston right now, and I'm saying Spurs. Houston, Spurs, and Knicks. Those are the 3. You can toss it up with whoever you want with them.
I like Detroit.
But you're not going to say OKC over, and I like Detroit too.
Yeah, I like
can't
Detroit.
believe I left them out.
They've
Them
been
4.
together.
I'm not putting
been
OKC
together.
over any of them.
Not today, you can't,
Not
because
today.
they've been exposed.
They playing Detroit.
I'm the first, because I've been talking shit. Like, I've been talking shit, but to y'all point, like, yeah, the rest of the league, man, they like, no, we're going to show up and play.
Yeah.
And the fact, so they got their ass kicked, man. They forced 21 turnovers and gave up that many points and only scored 97. They got drugged. On the second night of a back-to-back, I get it. At home,
Nobody else in the league got blew out?
I don't know.
Number one.
I'm talking about this game.
I'm just saying.
We're talking about this game right here.
They got blew out.
We're talking about this game right here.
Well, I think
The
like,
rest
it's a
of the
pattern
league,
that's happened in the last
They
12
got
games.
their ass kicked is what I'm saying, to my point, right? The rest of the league is like, we going to show up and compete tonight. That's just what it is.
They showed up to the NBA
We're not
Cup.
going to lay down like they
That's all.
expecting us to
Yeah.
because they record,
Yeah, that's
because
all.
they
Every
good.
team lay down to them
That's all
every time
it
they
is.
play.
The first 25
So they
games.
just
Games,
started
yeah.
The
waking
first
up.
25 games.
So the
Hell
team
yeah.
say, you know, we just gonna start playing against them now.
Yes, after seeing the
Because
Spurs
the one team that did. What was the one team that did?
Spurs.
The Spurs showed up and was like, Let's play.
Spurs show us we could beat them, so now we feel we can beat
The
them.
Blazers got them on November 5th, but
first game back too.
This sounds
But
great.
there was
Spurs
several
beat
players
them. I
that
feel
were
like
playing that game.
Twice in a row.
at first, if the
Blazers.
Spurs did beat them, I
started solid,
believe
though.
I
Twice in a row.
Everybody does.
Denny.
You ever listen to I Believe I Can Fly? I believe I can tell you. If you wasn't believing you was flying until you listened to the song, Nick.
They're number one.
You listen to the song, you be like, God damn, I'm about to
Yeah, I've
go
been
to the
preaching,
window.
Nick.
They're number one.
I've been preaching. Listen, everything that he's had to say, they're 24 in this, 25 in this, 25.
82
But
games.
you got to look at reality.
You gotta look at
82.
reality.
They last
Reality,
12, they
what's
6-6.
Scouting
But
report.
what's reality?
Scouting
Listen,
report.
Nick,
Reality is.
Scouting
Nick,
report is
What place are they
reality.
at in reality?
Nick,
Ra-
did you
they
ever
are
say it,
in
Nick?
At
Y'all
number
number
one,
one.
they are in reality.
Nick, they
Reality,
last-
they're number one.
Nick, they last 12 games, they got the
They
same
don't
record
matter.
as your
They're
former
number
team.
one.
The Wizards.
The Wizards. So
They're
if you
number
tied with the
one.
Wizards at anything, you would.
Last
Over a
12.
12-game span, if you're
Nick,
tied with the
if
Wizards.
you tied with the Wizards for anything right
They're
now,
is
number
tough.
one.
they still number one. That's
They are.
So
That's
what
that's
happens when they move to number 2? What you gonna say?
so the testament
Number
is how
2.
good they are.
They're number 2.
Okay,
Is that
then
what
they
you gonna do?
number 2.
2 fingers now?
But they ain't did it yet.
Then when they move to 3, you're gonna be like, they still number 3.
When
Lexie,
it
do you
happens,
think
it happens.
Reflecting ass shit.
When it happens, but in reality, they number one.
Lexie, do you think this 6-6 stretch for the Thunder is a big deal, especially when you consider that 3 of those losses are to the Spurs
No, I don't think so.
and 1 is to the Charlotte Hornets? But Hornets actually, with that crew,
They've been playing good.
Better.
I don't think so, but I think the sitting out of the
solid.
fourth quarter is, I mean, obviously you want to rest your legs, but
Yeah, sure.
it is
it's
still.
hard.
In the East.
Like to
They can get in.
then now all of a sudden you got to play all the fourth quarters. You haven't played fourth quarter in 3 weeks.
Shit, all
So-
season shit.
Yeah, I think they're fine though,
But yeah.
as long as they stay healthy.
I don't think they
That's
fine.
what's
I don't
happening.
think. I
If they
think
lose,
it's
so they
just-
lost
Like fine as in they're gonna finish top 3 in the West.
So they lost 2 straight already. No, they'll finish 1.
I
You think they'll finish one?
They'll finish 1 in the
The
West.
Spurs spooked them, dog.
I think they still finish 1 in the
That was
West.
an ass whooping. I saw.
The boogeyman. So
the
ain't gonna
Suns
be a
to come back and
landslide
beat them.
like it
T-Wolves beat them.
Bro, that was the Spurs basically. Like anyway.
Get out of here. Move around.
they banged the drum on.
They
them.
was
going-
They
chasing
banged the
something.
drum.
Going down.
They was chasing.
He got hurt one
They was
yesterday?
chasing that
Sengun?
the
Yeah,
73
hold out a
shit.
month.
I believe they was chasing that, and once
Yeah,
they
this point,
realized
it's
they
like
lost,
you
it
can
messed
stay
up
the
their mind.
healthiest.
All
Yeah,
you
that's-
gotta do is get back together.
So Thunder dealt with injuries, obviously, throughout the season, like most teams in the league have. But OKC 1-4 this season with their regular starting lineup of SGA, Lou Dort, J-Dub, Chet Holmgren,
Oh yeah,
and
'cause
Isaiah
how many games did he miss?
He missed a sniver part of the beginning of the season.
First
But
20.
that crew has only
The
started.
same guy.
That crew has only started 5 games together. 3 of those losses
Yeah, I
came
mean
to the Spurs.
they did way better than I thought they would without him,
Yeah.
Yeah.
regardless of their schedule. So
AJ Mitchell showed up
Because it
to
was
be
so-
Yeah.
a dope guy. Now he is 14 a game. He was at 17, I believe, when he was hooping. And J Dub hasn't returned back to his two-way player.
Yeah.
Like he was a two-way guy, 20 a game, guard the best guy out there.
Second team All NBA.
Man, he was that guy. We was actually looking at him during the playoff run like, hey, SGA, J-Dub got something to say about some shit over there. Like, ain't no Batman Robin.
I played in the finals, brother. You did. But obviously J-Dub still getting his stuff back. Still a long season ahead of him.
they'll be
But
just fine.
so this,
That's a big.
we talked about this recently with the
That's a
Thunder
big
Strokes.
adjustment. Jalen, well, I mean, whatever his name is.
Jalen Williams,
Yeah,
J-Dub.
Jalen Williams, yeah, coming back after everybody comfortable in their roles, all them corner niggas, getting up
So,
all them shots, feeling
Just
good about
contradicting
them shots.
yourself.
Yeah, he do.
Just
do.
But you don't come
Call
on,
him the
man.
Raptor.
They're number one.
but you want Jason Tatum to come back and disrupt what they.
That's different. It's different. They got. Ain't no motherfucking Chet on their team.
So
There's
they
only
go-
one Jalen
No, I'm
Brown.
talking
There's only one
about
Chet.
so let me ask you a question, Nick.
Ain't nobody else.
Nick, what did you just say?
Come back, he
Nick,
better than everybody else.
Nick, what did you just say? If
No,
J Dub coming back, it disrupts
Right,
corner
not
niggas'
doing
rhythm?
what Wiggins and them
Huh?
doing right now.
No, I'm not-
Pray the
so-
preacher's not doing
Nick,
what them other guys is
Answer
doing.
my question.
Oh,
What dude?
So you don't want to answer my question?
He said no.
Nick, you don't want to answer my question?
Like a little kid.
balling.
Nick, you don't want to answer my question? Something that you just said?
No, it's not the same team.
It's not. So
One thing
J
is
Dub
real.
coming back disrupting them dudes' rhythm is
They
not
got
the same thing as Jason Tatum's coming back disrupting them corner dudes'
Ain't don't
rhythm.
forget shit.
I'm like,
Because Brown is the
Elephant.
team on the
Elephant.
Celtics.
Elephant.
Brown is the Celtics.
And Shea is not.
He is.
They got more than Shea on OKC. That's why they won. They got more. They got everything.
So right now, though.
But who helped them win?
They got
Who helped them win the
three
championship?
max players. So you
Talking about right now.
So, again, we talked about this recently.
max players.
Jalen
So did
Williams
Boston.
helped
So
them.
did Boston before they won the championship, start shipping motherfuckers out.
For sure.
So
Same. It's
So,
not
Kane,
the
speaking
same.
of shipping motherfuckers out,
It's not the same.
What a
we
segue.
talked about this before. Trade deadline less than a month away.
Yeah.
Thunder, a stockpile of assets. This
No
team has
way.
been struggling. We've seen what's happened in the last
Who they-
3-4 weeks
Not
with this
trading
squad, 6 and
nobody.
6.
They better not.
They have deficiencies they need to address.
They got to lose another 6, 7
In a row.
before they start.
Right, please.
Just 6, 7 in a row before they start doing that shit. Like before they can.
So you think Thunder should ride out with this current
Yeah,
roster?
what?
They've got till February 5th.
History says if you don't change the roster, you ain't got no chance to repeat. Do you want to repeat? Do we want to repeat? We need to upgrade somebody. Harkenstein, Caruso, Isaiah Joe, Wallace. You got a bunch of corner guys who are superior corner guys that can go and get you some other guys who can be specialists at what they do.
I agree. I don't think you need Lou Dort and Alex Caruso. I don't think you need both of them. When you got them other dudes that defend as well and they can make shots, I don't think you need both of them. And you be having them on the floor at the same time at times, right? That's a problem. But changing the roster, I just, if you're going to do something, be careful.
Do you owe it to this team to ride out with this roster considering they're defending champions?
No,
Or
hell no. It's about getting another
Black
one.
History Month right around the corner, Kenyon. Do you want to make some Black History?
You don't owe them
and
shit.
make
Do
this
you
team
think
better?
do you think Shea could win MVP and they repeat again? Like,
No, he's not winning MVP again this year.
because if they bring in another piece, he's definitely
Is he
not
playing
going to.
MVP ball right now?
I don't think
In 6 games?
No, not 6 games. I'm talking about the overall.
Overall season.
If you really looking at the
Before he
games.
lost his Spurs,
Him.
yes.
Him.
He was number one.
Just talking about him, not the team. He's
Before.
just him.
It was the same.
It's the same.
He was playing
It's
the same, which is MVP level.
But when Nikola came
But
out,
Nikola was playing at the MVP level before he got hurt.
Jalen Brunson.
No,
Jalen Brown.
Jokic
is-
was
Jalen Brown is. Jalen Brunson is.
Right.
Nikola was. All that is.
Cade Cunningham.
And who's
Jalen
number one?
Johnson over there in Atlanta
Who's
playing
number
crazy.
one?
So
And who's number one?
You got SGA right now averaging 32, 6 assists, 4 rebounds,
Pistons number one in the East.
shooting 55% from the field, 41% from 3, 89%
Yo,
from
his
the free
numbers
throw.
are like the
They the same.
exact same.
That's what I'm saying. His 30 ain't good enough.
He has a formula for
Yo, it ain't good enough
He's like
anymore.
55,
surgical.
40,
with it.
89?
He got to do more.
Yes, because everyone else is doing more.
Everybody else is doing more, so he has to do more.
So honestly, what they're gonna break,
He's a hit maker. He's
break
making all
mess
the
with the
hits.
team because he has no chance of
find a way to
MVP. Bringing a piece.
But you got Jokic potentially not being
He's
eligible.
Pete Rose, he's Ichiro. All this about getting on singles, man.
Yeah.
Singles and doubles, getting on base.
Yeah.
That's SGA's game.
Yeah.
It's simple. I'm gonna get on base. That's what this is, man. He's effective at it. He's figured it out. What he needs to get per quarter. Just watch him if he don't got them numbers in the first 2 quarters, how he come out in the third
I'll
quarter.
give you a stat.
Right?
I'll give you a stat. SGA hasn't shot over 9
9.
free throws since December 5th,
And,
I believe. So if you think about that, and I was watching Luka play.
Preach.
Luka had 22 free throws, and he had 30-something points. And I'm like, 18 of your shits came from free throws.
Yes.
Begging. I'm talking about, come on, that's the foul every single time down. SGA's not doing that. SGA don't be asking for the shit like that.
He just
knows that if he does it the right way, they're going to give me the foul.
Call.
But now it's not happening. Guys are playing without fouling. Guys are knowing. And that's how I've been saying. If you play without fouling a kid, he's got to give you something else. Now your game has to evolve from a step back and a push off. You got to give me something else. And if you not, now the team is like, all right, well, he not hitting. It's putting pressure on Wiggins and Wallace, Jalen Williams, all these guys got to. Now we know y'all ain't really. If he off, y'all off. Chat, what you doing? So it just looks nasty. So I think the numbers speak more than what the performances speak. The performances are a different level. You look at Jalen Brunson and the way he hits shots down the stretch to get his team and keep his team in line. You look at Cade Cunningham. He's maintaining the number 1 spot in New York. I mean, in the East.
If Brunson and everybody else was doing what Shea's doing, they'd be number 1.
Say it again.
They'd be number 1.
If what?
Shea's number 1. Whatever he's doing, he's number 1.
And also not
Whatever Shea's
playing
doing
fourth
is
quarters.
number one.
Team is doing
Then
it.
they lose to Minnesota.
Whatever Shea's doing
He has
is
to
number
do
one.
more, Nick.
That's what we saying. He got to do more.
Not saying they're not
Whatever
playing
he
well.
did,
So,
he's-
but
Needs to do
increasing
more.
the assist output, rebound output,
Scoring, rebound, scoring and assists.
32 a game, Kenyon? You got to score more.
Number one.
More.
Hey, all right.
He's been doing this. We've seen
He
it.
averages
Every year. He's been
that's
averaging 30 for
32
a
right
long
now.
time.
Yeah.
More.
55% from the field.
More.
More.
What you want me to do? More.
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 You're welcome. You're welcome, nigga.
Same animal,
What
but
the
it's
fuck
different
does that
beats.
mean?
What the fuck
The
does that
same
mean?
animal.
So Shaw, you
Fuck that.
Playing great, but
That commercial.
So, Shaw, you thought Rockets are one of the teams that can legitimately win a championship. Let's talk a little bit about them. There is no love lost between Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns. Durant was shipped to Phoenix by the Nets at the deadline during the 23-24 season. Reached the playoffs twice over the course of those 3 seasons while in Phoenix, with the Suns getting eliminated by the Nuggets in 2023 in the conference semis, swept by Ant-Man and the Wolves in the first round of 2024. Suns failed to reach the playoffs last year as they dealt with injuries, and their big three of KD, D-Book, and Bradley Beal never living up to expectations. So Durant was dealt to the Rockets this past summer in a 7-team trade, which was the largest in NBA history. KD got the opportunity for some get-back Monday night with the Suns in H-Town for the 3rd meeting this season. Let's take a look at the highlights if we can, please. With the game tied at 97 with 5 seconds remaining, Durant caught the inbounds pass, hit a 3 over Royce O'Neal to seal the win. KD finished the game with 26 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists.
Yeah.
Told him to hit the road
Back it
jack,
up.
I'm very
Pack it up.
right now.
gave them the boot. Let's take another look. Beautiful shot there from one of the greatest scorers in NBA history. Rockets got their 7th straight win over the Suns, their 3rd win over them this season. So Houston has won 5 of their last 6 games to improve to 22-11 this season. So Durant had this to say about hitting the game winner over his former team.
Most definitely, you know what I'm saying? A place that I didn't want to leave, and my first time being, to sound, I don't want to sound too dramatic, but I will, to be kicked out of a place, you know what I'm saying? And felt like that, you know, I've been scapegoated, you know what I'm saying, for the issues we had as a team last year. Yeah, it felt good to beat them and hit a game-winning shot, but that's all it is. It's not just for the moment, you know. It's something tomorrow I won't even think about, you know. So it was a fun game. Like I said, of course, yeah, I felt you play with a little chip on your shoulder against your former team, especially when they trade you.
What y'all think about KD?
I appreciate the honesty.
Being very honest, transparent.
Man,
He said,
I
kick
gotta
that,
go
they
with him for
kicked
the honesty.
me out.
Yeah.
They gave him the boot, scapegoated him, in KD's opinion, blamed him for a lot of the situations going on in Phoenix. Like you said, you appreciate the honesty from Kevin Durant in that moment.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes people try to downplay those moments. Like hitting game winners, like that's hard to do, no matter what level you're at. So for him to acknowledge his feelings and how he felt about being in Phoenix, whatever. But then for him to be like, I'll be over tomorrow, like, still,
It's always mañana y mañana.
yeah.
What y'all think? Kevin Wayne Durant hitting the game winner over the Suns.
It's kind of fitting for the storyline.
Does it go in chapter 17?
23.
Okay, 23.
Yeah. Reflection, chapter. Reflection. Accountability. You look back at that whole Suns stint and what happened over there. We didn't know who got blamed. I think that he just kind of put a light on it just now. Because I don't think we was ever blaming him. I think being there, you should have took it over the top because it's you. You're Kevin Durant. Anywhere you go, we thinking you got a chance because you're that guy. And you with Book, who already had gotten there before you, you know, it would be a dream come true. And then you add Bradley Beal, who we would think that, you know, was going to be that third wheel. Little Tink Tink never got right. So when Little Tink Tink ain't tinking, got down, you got to blame somebody. Can't trade him, no trade clause. What we going to do, KD, is you and Book most of the year. What we doing? So if there was any kind of disgruntled energy in that atmosphere over there, it's one of those things where somebody got to point it out. And then remember when he was Golden State, they didn't want to talk about those hard conversations about what it was that got him out of there. I don't know if he was scapegoated there or not, but he left.
I believe Draymond telling him, we don't need you. We did it before you.
Yeah.
We'll do it after you.
So Phoenix ain't one shit to say that to him. So
Fucking crazy to tell something.
it's like, him feeling like he was scapegoated is fitting for him being back in Texas. I think that's what I noticed last night that I didn't see before, is that he's back in Texas.
Yeah.
And, he started his whole journey in Texas. And for him to potentially end it there would be fitting. I think him going at everybody that's counting him out, the Warriors exclusively going back against them. I hope they get them in the playoffs, kick them out the playoffs type shit.
Ooh.
Like, that would be dope for KD's whole journey. His whole legacy is to go through the league, win the championship in Houston, end it in Texas, that type of shit. So I get him. I feel what he on.
Played college, obviously, at University of Texas in Austin. Austin, 2.5 hours from Houston, where he's now playing his NBA career. Can you respect KD for keeping it real and honest about his feelings toward the situation with the Suns?
It's no secret. KD is petty. It's no secret, right? He holds grudges, small ones, and he don't hold them too long, but he holds them. And this is no different. Like you said, he felt that he was shipped out, that he was put all the blame on him. So yeah, to have a chance to get back in the regular season in this manner, it's satisfying. I'm sure. I remember my first game back against the Nets. It's added fuel to that. And for him to go hit the game winner in that regard,
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, y'all could have had
Win
this.
on your old team.
Right, y'all could have had
Can't
this.
make that up.
Stunting on your
You
own
can't
move.
make that up.
Yeah.
Game winner.
Take that.
The ball was already going to him for sure. Man. But nah, I just like it. KD's being KD. I love that all the stars are talking now, talking trash. You see them more visible out there. Keeping it real. That's what people ask for on these, sports outlets and shit. So he giving y'all everything y'all want.
And also, look, that trade for both teams. Obviously, Rockets doing well this year, but the Suns also playing at a very high level, getting Dylan Brooks.
But without the key piece in that trade, though.
Jalen Green.
I was about to say, I was like, yo, what the fuck
Without
is
the
going
key
on with
piece.
Jalen Green? What
Without the key
kind of
piece.
injury he got?
Hamstring, I think.
I was about to say some wild
What kind of shit he got over there?
The young leg. I understand, Mr. B.
I say some Dwight shit.
No.
I don't even start.
He should be returning soon, but while dealing with the hamstring.
Back hurt.
Back hurt.
Backing out of you.
You're backing out of me.
For Phoenix to be playing well, like you said, the trade worked, like you said, Joe, the trade worked out for both teams.
And that's without Jalen Green even coming back. But it remains to be seen how he'll be acclimated to that lineup.
It puts D Book back in his original role of being the
I'm about
one.
to say, what's the
of
difference,
being the
man?
one. Because he had to share that, like he's never had to share it.
Because D-Book and KD
So
is
they
like the
couldn't-
same as what
Yeah, they
D-Book
both
and-
amazing talents.
Who,
But
Brooks?
Book, yeah. See, KD had to share it before.
Because all they
He know how
got is
to.
Brooks. The only difference between, they just feel like they had changed Brooks for KD right now.
No, they added
It's
some
the
more
same
pieces
thing.
to the roster.
Yeah.
But I'm saying Green hurt, but right now,
But
they,
other pieces as well. They didn't. It's not the same team they had last year.
For the Phoenix
got
Suns?
for the Phoenix Suns, for real?
Suns.
He got the keys.
Yeah,
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 Brad
all of them.
gone, but still, they still got Grayson Allen.
Yeah, about to say
the
Grayson
pieces
Allen
that they
start.
could've
Yeah.
used
They got Mark Williams from the Hornets.
Mark Williams.
They've got
okay.
Colin Gillespie's been playing very well.
Oh,
My thing is, like, it puts
Jordan
D-
Goodman was with the Lakers.
It
came
puts D
over
Book back
there.
in his number one role, where he don't have to worry like late game situation with the ball going, in the clock with the ball going. Like he don't have to worry about that anymore. He was deferring to
point
KD
guard,
at times,
yeah.
I feel, which took away from what he has built for himself. So
Well, as a hooper, though, he was open to it. I think he was open
course
to
you are.
being
It's Kevin Durant.
part of a big three.
that's Kevin
and,
Durant.
And
nigga.
it's Kevin
Hey,
Durant.
shit. What do you say?
But I don't ever
Kevin
think
Durant.
that at
don't
any
work.
point that Devin Booker ever said, I'm not Devin Booker.
No, he's not. You know,
I don't think that was ever that.
No, I don't think
But remember when D Wade and LeBron got together, D-Wade had to have that internal conversation like, in order for us to be where we gonna be, I need to let him be him.
Yeah.
And he can't function without being number one. So D-Wade had to regulate his shit. I think D-Book did that, and it did not work.
And
He cannot be.
Yeah.
It's okay. Some shit just don't work.
It just don't work. You tried, right? You tried.
Right.
Of course, any team, any locker room, you will invite Kevin Durant in. I don't care what team it is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, of course you're going to give this a run. Like, absolutely, let's try this.
But it makes
so like
sense
when
for
Melo shit, when we got AI in Denver, like, Melo, of course, who's going to turn away the opportunity to play with Allen Iverson? Of course, it didn't work, but you got to have that opportunity. It's the same situation. So it's.
But KD's walking into a situation differently than what Dylan Brooks is walking in with Phoenix. It's KD being KD without anyone to defer to.
But it's like y'all was saying, it's the same position, right? So I think with Sengun is still considered the one because they play through him more because it's a different position. Him and D Book,
they gotta have the ball.
Yeah, they gotta have. So Sengun is a pass first. Sengun to get off of it.
But it seemed like KD just came there, I'm going to get in where I fit, and that's kind of been his mentality.
Sounds good.
And that's how he's
him
been.
Getting in, fitting in is averaging 26.
That's
right.
Him fitting in where he get in where he fit in, him averaging 26. Him showing up and averaging just 26.
I'm going to get my 26, y'all figure it out.
And everybody else do your thing. I'm efficient.
He can shoot.
I'm not going to affect what y'all do because I'm efficient. I'm going to shoot over 50.
50, 49.
50, hey, everything else on y'all. So hey, everybody else show up and do their job. We'll be in a good place.
That is funny, because that is
I got y'all.
I'm gonna do my job. Y'all do that job. We're in a good place. I do my job. Y'all don't do their job. We're in a bad place. That's just the way it's been every stop. So.
That team, he don't have to be like the focal point defender. He can hide at his age.
Yeah. They solid, man. They're solid.
KD has always been an underrated defender because his length. He's a motherfucking guard. Hey, the way he guards that 3-ball, put that motherfucking long ass arm up there, and he gonna meet you at the rim if you go by him. So
I think he just be lunching sometimes. He be high. He be lunching.
Yeah, absolutely.
You let motherfuckers just drive by all the time.
Trying to meet you at the rim.
Hey, go ahead. Fuck it. Pass it to me. Give it back to me. Shit.
Nothing wrong with being high sometimes.
how about all the time?
Hey.
Nothing wrong with
if your body can sustain it.
Nothing wrong with that either. Good time. Floating.
Well, good to see Katie. Like I mentioned, Rockets think have won 7 straight games against the Suns, 3-0 against the Suns this season. KD letting it be known.
Got one for you. They saying Trae Young is on the block, right?
Yes.
I trade Reed Shepherd and another pick for Trae Young.
Oh.
Just my 2 cents.
In Houston?
Just my 2 cents.
You say just a pick? You gotta get off some.
Reed Shepherd.
You gotta get off something more.
Reed Shepherd.
No. We're not having that. We're not having that.
Atlanta cool with. They cool with.
We need something else.
No. You can, but y'all core is young in Atlanta.
Jabari, you got to come off with Jabari. You got to come off with some more of that.
You give up Van Fleet. You give up Reed Shepherd. Van Fleet on a team.
Yes.
His stuff.
Yeah, I like Dyson Daniels. We got Dyson Daniels over there. We cool. And we got Alexander over there. He balling.
I'm doing that.
We cool with
what I'm saying.
But we need more.
Ain't no point though. So Reed Shepherd is.
Yeah, because that pick gonna be
Fred can go.
Hey, come on, Amen.
That pick.
No, they ain't.
Oh, shit.
No, they're not doing that.
No.
Come on, Amen.
No, you wildin'.
Come on.
They said that's
Give us Jabari.
Hey, Tyrese right there.
We'll give you Tyrese and Reed Shepherd and a pick.
We need what y'all got that's gonna make y'all championship contenders. You gotta take away Jabari and maybe what's big fella?
But Atlanta not finna
give us big fella.
They not finna be.
They'll throw Jayshawn Tate in there. They got money.
Steven Adams.
Hey, they got some pieces that they can throw in this deal. They still got the Holiday kid with Aaron Holiday. They still got him. They got
Fred wouldn't be bad.
On the team option, so they can get him off the books.
Reed Shepherd.
I'm saying, what's that?
Pick and
Jabari
for Trae Young.
KD.
Shit.
But Jabari to me is like a Jalen Johnson, so he gonna clash. So we need somebody that's not gonna be in Jalen Johnson way.
He not. Jabari is jump.
Oh, it's a player option for Van Fleet though. That's
Jabari jump shooter.
That's interesting.
Jabari
wants to Trae on Minnesota.
Trey came back on bullshit.
Jabari does it well.
I want to trade.
They trade his ass to
So we're gonna go in depth on Trae tomorrow.
Milwaukee.
Okay.
Milwaukee might be
because we are.
Good segue.
Minnesota.
I want Trae to go to Minnesota.
Ooh, shit.
1 o'clock.
Straight to Minnesota?
Ain't
I want him to go to a contender. I want him to go to the Wizards.
And with Julius Randle?
He deserves that.
He deserves to be on the contender.
He deserves that.
I don't know why people keep trying to shit on my Trae Young.
He deserves to go to somewhere we can win right now, man.
No.
So let's talk.
He's held it down in Atlanta, man. He's held it down in Atlanta. He deserves to win.
They need a
One more thing on the Rockets real quick before we make our way back into the world. So with Durant's game winner Monday, Rockets improved to 7-9 in clutch games this season. They have a 1-4 record in overtime games so far this season. How concerning is the Rockets' struggles to win clutch games so far? So they were 6-9 going into this game.
What is a clutch game?
Games that are decided by 5 points or less in I think the final 5 minutes.
Oh, they 1-4? 7-4.
1-4 in overtime games.
That's 7-9 period. And
7-9 in clutch games. They were 6-9 coming into this game Monday. KD's game winner made them 7-9.
I think I seen a clip of Sengun being the one guy that's taking them shots in those late games.
He does take a lot of those shots.
Got it. That's on Emu Udoka to change that.
Yeah.
That's the if you got timeout, call it. If not, we know the ball going in. Have a meeting, goddamn it. Hey, game on the line, ball need to go here, man. Right. Hey, I understand.
Are we living and dying with this? Yeah. That's what Sengun got to live with. Yeah. We're living and dying with this guy having the last shot.
Absolutely.
We down 5, down 4, down 3. Give it to KD. We got a chance to get it back. But that's buying into the ideology of the team. Like, you got a star Hall of Fame motherfucker on the team, and you got somebody else questioning him. Like, but shit, I'm about to be Hall of Fame too. I'm trying to prove theyself. It's different, man.
Yeah, but it's hard. But it's hard for him to go back to that when I was doing it all last year.
Yeah.
True, but so throwing the ball.
And he was the main guy.
It's like.
Yeah, when he feel they featuring him, it's like shit. This is my I'm coming down every time, and I'm touching that bitch every possession. You playing through me? That's a tough turnoff.
He'll bring it up.
He shooting some wild shit now, too. Yeah. He's shooting some wild shit now. Like, he out there, motherfucker.
Euros don't give a fuck about what you got going on over here.
They got so much freedom, bro.
He don't give a fuck about nothing.
My bad, I didn't see
Kevin Durant, I don't care.
My bad, I
don't care.
Next one.
I don't care. I don't care.
They see me running the lead now.
He coming down there, motherfucker, shooting left-hand floaters and shit. I'm saying, he feeling him. Spin in and out, cross, spin, left hand.
3 guys
floater.
on him.
I'm like,
offensive rebound itself.
Who's guarding him? Don't that depends on who's be guarding? Who's gonna guard Sengun if it's not Joker or somebody that?
No, they gotta go. They put
that's fine. He always have a mismatch.
Yeah, he do.
Because you gotta go because he's so aggressive. And he's so shifty.
He's shifty. He can
you putting it real big on him. He going.
It's over with.
It's tough. But he feel how the way he gonna feel. But 7-9 down the stretch. And what's their record?
22-11.
22-11.
Not great.
So 11 of they lost. 9 of they losses.
Been close
Within 5 minutes
close.
or less.
5 points or less.
Meanwhile, Lakers 12-0 in clutch games. So do with that information what you will.
Are they really?
It's not as,
they just got to adjust. Like you said,
for me, it's not as overwhelming as it sounds.
Well, they record almost.
Because the Lakers just smacked all the games they lose.
I know, but one of the losses is OKC.
That was the first game of the season.
Double overtime. I think they had another overtime loss to the Pacers.
And it was a close game. It was less.
Yeah.
Beat the Nuggets. They beat the Nuggets in overtime. Went on to lose to the Kings in overtime that next game. Like they, but that's just the tale of a tough Western Conference.
Kings.
In OT.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Right.
Kings
the
struggling.
NBA.
Kings trash.
They're professional.
They are bad.
Ass.
They're ass.
They ass of ass.
All right, well, let's move on to
They're the ass of a donkey. Ass of a man.
Presented by Underdog. Go ahead, download the app, use promo code GIL, and take advantage of all the lovely, wonderful bonuses that Underdog has for you. Appreciate you to Underdog as always. So this question is from Underdog user Quad Life. If you had to take over and rebuild one of these franchises, which one would you choose?
Nets.
Wizards, Jazz, or Nets? Can you say Nets?
It's in Brooklyn. It's in New York.
Where Brooklyn at?
It's in New York City.
Clippers.
Not on the list.
3 teams.
Not on the list, but Swaggy, you are Swaggy.
Jazz, Nets.
A man of the people.
First of all,
That's how he be in class. That's him in class. And what's the answer to this? Gatorade.
We're talking colors, Nick.
I want a sandwich. What?
Then all y'all just gonna get mad, right? I'm the bully in the class.
This is
I'll
bad,
knock your
Answer
ass
the
up.
question,
You gonna
Nick.
share your paper, nigga.
Will-
Share your
Jazz.
You better share,
I'ma go.
motherfucker. I want that.
I'm gonna go Nets. I'm more big market. I was trying.
That's big market.
I was trying to go Jazz to be
So
more
you're trying to
conservative.
figure, yeah, I dig
I
it.
was like, nah, because I'm gonna want to blow this shit up.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Brooklyn.
Lexie, how about yourself? With
Probably the Jazz.
the Utah Jazz,
Smaller.
Hell.
the heart of Caucasia in North America.
I mean, smaller market. I like their colors.
The purple does
Real woman.
does do some things.
Like their colors. Let's rebuild. I'm not competing with the Knicks in New York. That's going to be a pain. It's not going to happen.
No, you ain't trying to compete.
How many times have the Nets tried to rebrand and rebuild?
They haven't.
They
Just one.
can't.
3.
They
Just to
can't
move,
do it.
just to move from Jersey to Brooklyn. That was it.
Like, that's the Liberties Arena.
That was it.
Facts.
Shout out to the New York Liberty.
Liberties Arena.
Barkley.
They started
That's
winning
good
'cause they got a
strategy, though, Lex.
championship. They got a
Lex thinking
championship.
business.
No, they got a
Lex
championship.
thinking business, though.
That's the now you got to compete with the Knicks and the Liberty. No.
Yeah, KD,
No thanks.
I mean KD, KG, Jay-Z.
Man, them
And
niggas
they
ain't.
still the same.
Truth be told, the Nets ain't been shit since number 6 left. So that's all.
Number 6 being
Hey, listen.
the
I'm just,
distinguished gentleman from Oak Cliff.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just
Would
saying.
you move them back?
The-
Move them out
I'm
of
just
Brooklyn?
saying. They ain't been shit since the dude
Chocolate
left.
City, baby.
Chocolate City.
That's where you want to go?
You going to
Get
Washington?
them government benefits.
I start selling tickets what they supposed to be for $20. Everybody get in, you be sold out. Yeah.
Well,
So you going to Washington?
You get some love.
on that note,
This is Chocolate City.
shout out to
baby.
Chocolate City.
I'm going
Speaking
to
of Wizards,
Utah. I'm going
Wizards
to
great
Utah.
Gilbert Arena celebrating his birthday today. Shout out
Gil
to
me
Gil,
an
could not be
apple.
with us.
out,
But
Gil.
Gil, we want to wish you a happy birthday.
Birthday,
We will
Gil.
eat the cake in your honor. The NFL playoffs kick off this weekend
Chi-town.
with the wild card game. So make sure you stick around for an all-new episode of the Arena Gridiron coming up right now. Do not leave. Stay right here.
First round loss.
This has been another episode of Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. What? We'll see y'all tomorrow.
All right, boys, welcome back. Another great episode of Gil's Arena. And those boys, make sure you guys go wish Gil a happy birthday. But now it's time for some gridiron because it's playoff season, so we got a lot to talk about. But first, I got to introduce my boys. We've got Skip Bayless, the man who has never lost a debate, but an absolute legend.
Yep.
Hello, Skip.
Super Bowl champion, 5-time Pro Bowler, and 2-time All-Pro cornerback, Aqib Talib. And our quarterback, the guy you guys love doing the quarterback breakdowns, we've got Cody Kessler. And 3-time Pro Bowler and Super Bowl winning safety, TJ Ward.
Yes.
Young buck. All right, Aqib. After the show's over, I'm calling Jerry Jones, and I'm going to recommend you to be the new defensive coordinator in Dallas,
Hey,
Texas.
I'll take that.
Woo!
Let's do it.
I just don't want to lose you from the show.
Yeah, what?
I could come remote. I could come remote now. Throw the TV down.
Oh, the TV.
Let Angela decorate the TV.
At
You know what
the
I'm saying?
Star,
I think
right?
you're
Yeah, right from the start.
underestimating the workload of a defensive coordinator.
Probably.
It's easy work.
Have you seen these guys?
Easy work, man.
They're on the clock 24/7. Those guys do
We
not
have a
sleep.
nice little lunch break around this time. You feel me?
Okay.
Hey,
Hop on remote.
Do it remote from here and be better than Eberfraud.
You feel me?
Ooh. And Skip Bayless said he'd pay that contract.
I will.
Hey,
Hey,
just let me use
The Cowboys,
PJ.
it's a win-win.
Just let me use the PJ. I'll come do the show and go back.
I love your recommendation of Raheem Morris to be the new coordinator.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But he doesn't want any part of this mess. He can do better than this, right?
He's trying to get a head coach job.
That's what I
you know
mean.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well,
Pockets.
yeah, we'll see.
Pockets fat right now.
Yeah, we are going to dive into this because Skip's very excited they finally fired him. But we got a packed show, you guys. It's playoff season, and so here's what's happening on Gridiron. So playoffs have not begun yet, but that doesn't mean it's too early to look towards the draft. So what should the Raiders do? We're going to talk about that. And then the Steelers are currently underdogs at home versus the Texans on Monday night. And we're wondering if that line is correct. And then the Giants fired Brian Daboll months ago, but they've decided to keep the GM, Joe Shane, which we're going to talk about that because kind of an interesting decision. But, of course, the episode is presented by Underdog. And if you're new to Underdog, now is the time. Get $75 in bonus entries when you play just $5 with promo code GRID. So to celebrate Wild Card Weekend, Underdog is dropping a gimme pick on a quarterback of your choice from any wild card game. So, plus there's also surprise promos all weekend long, so make sure you guys go check out the app, go download it now, and use code GRID, support the show. So, now, back to the subject you've been dying to talk about because first, your New Year's starts amazing, right? They fire Stefanski, and now Eberflus is gone. Wow. This is a beautiful start to the year for Skip Bayless. Maybe next he's going to win a bet with Aqib.
Maybe.
Shot
Maybe
fired
this
by
playoffs. maybe one of these playoffs games he might win. You know what I'm saying?
Mike.
Who knows?
Will.
You know, Skip, I love you. I'm sorry, Skip.
Thank you.
Okay, so, but let's look at the Cowboys because they had the worst scoring defense in the league this year, and 511 points allowed is the fourth most by a team in a single season in 5 years. That is what the Cowboys defense was dealing with this year. So, Skip, how happy are you that he is finally fired? Eberflus is gone.
My only question is, what took us so long? I mean, we waited all the way to Tuesday. Why couldn't this at least have happened on Sunday night? I mean, come on, man. Come on, Jerry. Wake up. We allowed the most points in the National Football League for the first time in Dallas Cowboy history. And this man should have been fired during the bye week. That would have made me the happiest. Let's go back to the bye week. It would be early November. Maybe that would have jump-started us. Maybe that would have created a little new momentum. I don't know if you know the current DB coach, David Overstreet, but just let him do it. Let somebody, just elevate somebody. It would have to be better than the guy I called Eberfraud. And Aqib, this gets me. You guys, as you watch these guys rise up the ranks in the National Football League, how did this happen? How did Matt Eberflus rise up to where he did? He was on Jason Garrett's staff as the linebacker coach for 9 years. So Jerry got to know him. Jerry got to like him. He speaks owner well. He's a good guy. You know, he can speak football the way owners like to speak football to coaches. And then he goes from there to to Indianapolis. He gets the defensive coordinator job in Indy. He's there for 4 years. They don't win a playoff game. They don't win the division. And somehow that catapults him to become the head coach of the Chicago Bears. And he's there for 3 years, and it's a disaster. See Bears today. See what the new guy did that the old guy couldn't do.
Yeah.
And from that, he somehow gets fired, as he should have been, and Jerry brings him back as defensive coordinator. So I blame Jerry Jones once again as the owner-operator of my Dallas Cowboys. And yet, finally, my biggest takeaway from this is that the danger here is that Cowboy Nation's going to completely vilify Eberflus, like he's the scapegoat for everything that's wrong with the franchise. We still have lots of problems. Happy days are not here again because he's gone. Again, the offense struggled in several big games and key moments. Dak Prescott was upright and played all 17 games, and we still went 7-9-1. And I'm going to finish with this. I'm still not sold on Schottenheimer. I'm just not. As a motivator, as the CEO of the franchise, I didn't see this team respond game after game after game ready to play. I saw them not show up for games at Chicago, against Arizona on Monday night at home, against J.J. McCarthy on a Sunday night at home, at Denver. We didn't show up. I know you're really good, but we just didn't show up. We were non-competitive in that game. And then the key game, the turning point of the year, was that Thursday night game at Detroit. We just didn't show up. Is that all Eberfraud's fault? I can't blame him completely. I don't want to demonize him for all the problems of the franchise. Am I glad he's gone? I don't know how he got hired in the first place.
Ooh.
So happy days are not here again. He left a lot of problems behind, but am I glad he's, yeah. I mean, I don't know how he got a job in the first place.
I'm pleased with the decision. I ain't tripping at all. I sat on this couch and said it all year.
You did.
That defense is the reason the Cowboys is not in the playoffs. I think if you got a good defensive coordinator, if they got a semi-middle-of-the-pack defense, they get 4 more wins. It was a lot of games where the offense just needed a little help. Give them a little help, and they'll be able to win this game at the end. They'll be up 11 wins, maybe 10 wins. They might be in the playoff, a wild card situation, or maybe battling Philly. Maybe Philly, they won't be able to rest their starters at the end of the year. So I think I'm good with the decision, man. That defense was bad. You already put the stats out there, man. They last in the league. Eberflus scheme, you got the players looking bad because you got a scheme and you just throw anybody into your scheme. See, good D coordinators don't do that. Good D coordinators got a well-rounded bag like Wade. He gonna have you doing what you do best. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna have Aqib, Roby, and Chris playing off zone all day. He won't have us doing that. He let us play man. He gonna make sure Bub is blitzing. He a great fucking blitzer. He gonna make sure the majority of my blitz is gonna include him. You know what I'm saying? And when it look like he blitzing, then he'll drop off, do what he do. So, man, I think they need to bring in a guy. They got the pieces there, in my opinion. The majority of the pieces. Y'all need a corner. Diggs gone. Probably need a safety. Probably need a linebacker. The edge guys can hold it down. You can get some depth late in the draft at the edge. But I feel like with the paper they got this offseason, with the draft they got top 12, number 12 pick, a late first-round pick, both of those should be defensive starters. You got money to go get a dog-ass edge. You know what I'm saying? You got the trenches. The inside is there. You got some linebackers who really there. You might add another young guy. But I feel like they got the pieces, man. They got to bring in a DC who can cook it up. Guy who know what he doing, who can cook it up, man. Like I said, Brian Flores probably get a head job. If he don't get a head job, he may be the guy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to it, man. I think with a DC, the Cowboys, they for sure a 11, 12 win team, a playoff team for sure.
Okay. Would you re-sign Jadeveon Clowney, blast from the past?
Easy.
Came out of nowhere.
Easy.
At making $3.5 million, just fighting for his NFL life, and all of a sudden he led them in sacks.
That's why I would re-sign him because I don't got to play him.
More though.
Hey, not that much more. How much more? 1 year, what?
Probably 8.
Yeah, 8. That ain't shit.
I've been reading that he could come in on the open. He's a free agent. He could command $20 million a year.
Nah, fuck no.
Well, as an edge rusher,
fuck no.
He got 8.5 sacks, man.
Bro probably was in the training room every day.
Yeah, I'm finna say he missed a few of the when they really needed him.
It's that behind the scenes shit that we don't see. If you're in the training room every day, you're not getting a dub.
Yep.
If you that age, you're in the training room every day. It's just, man, he $10 million at the max, 8 to 10.
Yeah.
That's why I would resign him.
32. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
That's why I would resign him because man, you still productive. You know what I'm saying? Low maintenance. I don't really gotta pay you that much. I had Clowney on one edge, and I go
get another one, young boy.
I go get a free agent, whoever the coldest one I can get.
Yep.
I'm going to get him, put him on the other edge, draft a safety, draft a linebacker, draft a corner, get a DC who could cook it up, man.
See, your DC's already working hard.
I'm
He's
telling
already
you,
got
man,
the draft
hey.
plan going. He's ready.
Got to. You
Call
gotta
me,
have a
Gary.
leader in the secondary too.
Yeah, TJ, how do you feel about this decision?
It was obvious. It was in the making. Like Skip said, it should have been done like when Dayball got fired. You know, it should have been done mid-season. I don't even know
There
why
was
they
hope
waited
mid-season.
to the end of the year. But they have been the hinder in the Cowboys and why they weren't successful. I was actually in Cleveland when Flus was the linebacker coach my rookie year, right? So we had a pretty veteran team, man. Genie had brought a lot of vets over from New York when he was with the Jets. So, and like Chris Golkong, Scott Fujita was our linebacker, DeQuell Jackson, Eric Barton was over there. And from the outside, or being in that same defense, but in a different position room, it just seemed very lax, very friendly, you know, very, I wouldn't say unfocused from the players, but an unfocused phase of our defense at that time. And if you have a D coordinator, you have to be and pay so much attention to detail, especially at the linebacker position. So that just seems to bleed over into the complete defense of the Dallas Cowboys. And in Chicago, the complete team, right? Very lack of focus, not detail-oriented.
Yep.
And that's why you produce losses, and that's why you produce the worst defense in the league.
Easy.
And it was time for him to go. Very good guy, friendly coach.
Yep.
Like you said, he speaks owner language,
does.
GM language, because he's easy to get along with. But that doesn't make you a good coach. And it's obviously something he's doing is not making him productive, and his players don't respond well.
They don't.
At all. So he had to go, man. He had to go. They need to hire my dog Leave so I could get the DB coach.
Respect, man.
You know what I'm saying? Bring
See, I'm
no
coming
fly
going with
in.
them?
See, I'm gonna come in there very. I'm gonna come in there very respected.
Wait a
You know what I'm
minute.
saying?
Yeah.
See, I'm gonna come in very respected. Have a great bag. I know what guys can do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna have you in place. I remember another thing Wade did. We went to LA, right? Wade is a man corner. He started us off. We playing all this man.
Yeah, Wade Phillips.
Wade Phillips.
Yeah.
My dog MP ain't really like press man like that. He wanted to look at the quarterback, get his money.
Marcus Peters.
Marcus Peters.
Yeah.
So about mid-season, first 4 or 5 games, Wade switch it up. We become a predominantly 3D team. Lieb, I know he could play off and look at the quarterback as well.
Yep.
MP, he could play off, look at the quarterback. I don't really got a man press team. Let me switch it up. We go to the Super Bowl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Our defense crank up. We go to the Super Bowl. So that's a good D coordinator to me. Seeing what I got, whatever the GM gave me, I'm going to go in my bag and use what I got. You know what I'm saying? So, hey,
It's like
man.
trying to shoot long range with a pistol. You can't.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You got to get
not gonna work.
Those are the best defensive coordinators to where they come in and say, it's not my scheme, it's our scheme.
Exactly.
How can I make you better instead of you guys having to adjust what I do? And
Right.
maybe it's not the best case for our defense. But I'll just say from an offensive standpoint, them giving up 30 points per game, you have to play complementary football, and that's so tough on an offense to go into a game knowing I got to score at least 30
Right.
to be competitive. That changes the way that you call games. That changes the way that you play as a quarterback. You get a little bit more aggressive. Some of those risk-reward throws, you maybe make too many of those. But Dak handled it well. I thought he did a good job of putting up some points and bailing out this defense when they couldn't stop anybody. But, yeah, I'm with you guys on that. I think it took too long. I think if they would have done it midway through the season after you recognize that this is a problem and it's not getting fixed, might have been a different story. Maybe they do make the playoffs. Maybe they do go on a run. Maybe the DB coach or someone else takes over and they call the defense differently and it gives them the chance to go make some noise in the playoffs. But yeah, it was the right decision. But I'm with Aqib on this. Maybe he does go, but if he doesn't, whoever they do hire, this is a huge opportunity because you have a good football team.
This. I think you would be great. As
I think you would
too.
No,
because it's a respect factor.
Yeah.
Like Bub, like first thing we got to do is we got to respect the coach. You know what I'm saying? We got to respect your resume, you as a person. And if you don't, it's like every time you say something, bro, this shit ain't gonna work.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, bro, that shit ain't like. First, they got to believe in that person. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm a leader of men. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
leader of men first and foremost.
Call me Jerry.
Okay. Now, I'm going to disagree with you on defending the offense. Do you remember the Arizona Monday night game?
I do.
It was a big deal.
I do.
This is the Monday night stage at Dallas Jerry World. My offense managed to score 10 points. It was 17 because we blocked a punt for a touchdown. But the offense scored 10 points against a team that's now picking third in the draft. That's how bad they were. And they fired their coach.
Mm-hmm.
We lost 27-17 at home. You can't exonerate the offense for that. That's horrible. You can't let the head coach off the hook for not having his team ready to beat Jacoby Brissett and the Arizona Cardinals at home.
I mean, your defense also gave up 40+ to the Giants, who were picking right after him in the draft, and the offense had to win. So there's a lot of those. There's more defensive issues than offense.
Brian Flores comes to Dallas. This is Sunday Night Football. It's a big stage, big deal, and we're still barely alive for a playoff hunt thing here.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, J.J. McCarthy does light up the defense. I got you there, but the offense, do you remember what Brian Flores did? He would walk 8 men to the line of scrimmage every play. Every third down, he would put CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens in single coverage on the outside and say, beat us. Just beat us, because we're coming after your quarterback, and we're not going to give him time to throw the football. We went 2 for 12 on third down against Brian Flores and lost 34-26 to J.J. McCarthy. Well, you got to... The blame has to be shared a little bit. Where is Brian Schottenheimer? Shotty, as everybody loves.
I felt like the Cowboys had a good vibe, though. It was good energy in that building. That's what I want from my head coach. Have the morale of this motherfucker up. Even you, Skip, you was on the couch. He still got a chance. That's Shotty.
For a
That's
while.
why you feel like that, because Shotty. You know what I'm saying? So.
Right. Okay,
I know we dropped the offense dropped 40 and tied.
Okay, here's
they
my
dropped
problem
30
with Shotty.
and lost.
Against Green Bay's defense, they
like,
dropped
come on,
40.
man.
Okay, but he's such a good guy. There's no bad cop in him at all. Like Jimmy, I was around. I lived inside that team all those Jimmy Johnson years.
Right.
He's more bad cop than good cop because he's a scary what.
Styles is Styles. Cool. Did Coob have a bad cop? Coob was laid back, chill.
Coob definitely had a bad cop.
Did he?
Bad cop.
Okay.
Maybe not to everybody, but Coob used to say this, Lee. He used to say, I would treat everybody fair,
but not equal.
Not equal.
But he,
so
he don't never. I can't ever remember Coob just getting at somebody like that. Like a
he wasn't that
fear
expressive,
enough
but
to respect him
for sure.
I'm a respectful guy in the locker room. Period. I'm on time. I wait. Get your ass up. Sleeping here, bro. I act as a coach in the locker room. Period.
That's what they don't have.
You feel me?
That's what they don't have.
That's just me.
Either.
Period. You
they
know
don't
what I'm saying?
have
So I
the
respect
leadership, and
coach,
that's why
period.
I say you gotta have that leadership on the teams and the players as well, because you don't want your coach to be coming down that hard all the time.
Exactly.
Because who's your
like
leader
Wade
in the
wasn't
locker
no
room
bad
right now
cop.
on defense right
Wade
now?
don't got a bad cop in
Nobody.
him.
Nobody.
Wade ain't got no bad cop in him.
Rarely
He
saw
cool.
it.
Yeah, but
Rarely
he's
saw it.
the coordinator, so he doesn't have to be.
But you
was
can't
Wade
have
a
the
great
D
head
coordinator
coach?
and the head coach being too nice. Like Eberflus, you got to have one or the other, right? One or the other. Your D coordinator, with a young team, you need more discipline. You know what I'm saying? When you don't have a defense full of, proclaimed players that have done something in this league, then your coach got to do everything. But when you got a bunch of older brothers in that locker room, you can let them
That's true.
do the discipline side for us. Like like you said, Grove, get your ass up.
Right. What I'm saying
what to do.
is you as a head coach, you don't necessarily got. You can have it. Trust me, I've seen it both ways. Foxy ain't had no bad cop in him. Him and Peyton, they to the chip. Like, you know what I'm saying? Defense was solid. I don't think you don't always gotta have that bad cop. You just gotta have the respect, bro. And the veteran players are gonna police themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's what it gotta be. Like Bub said, you need them vets. They're gonna police this. Y'all do the policing, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
This your team.
See, I thought Quinnen Williams would take over the locker room. I just think he hadn't been there long enough.
He will this year.
Sometimes
He did this
like
whole
that.
offseason. He will this year.
And you've been saying for a while, if they make some good changes next year, they're going to be.
Man, they're gonna be nice. Watch.
Yeah.
If they, this is a
Which we all hope for you, Skip.
key part of it is who they hire as this DC.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Crucial.
Yep.
Yep.
Crucial.
And they got the front. That's where it starts.
That's where it starts, bro. They got that.
So yeah, kind of divided though if it's the whole coaching staff's issue or if it was just the defensive coordinator, but now he's gone, so we'll find out what else happens for the Cowboys. But I do want to talk about Tua because Tua made some headlines yesterday during the team's locker room cleanout, and Tua was asked if he would like a fresh start after the season, and this was his response. He said, "That would be dope. I would be good with it." Okay, Tua, very eloquent there. I know it hasn't been pretty, but let's not forget that in 2023, Tua led the league in passing yards and completion percentage, okay? So it's not like he's just a completely horrible quarterback. So, Cody, I need to know, obviously, you've been in the league, you love your quarterback analysis. Would you, if you were a different team, consider Tua if he left the Dolphins?
So I haven't been the biggest fan of Tua this year, especially how he's handled some of these situations. Remember
That's
early
fair.
on in the season, he
ratted
came out and called out some teammates publicly to the media about missing some player-ran meetings.
He did.
That should be handled behind closed doors. That's handled in the locker room. As a quarterback,
He did
you can't-
apologize for it.
He did, but you can't create
know.
those distractions. That's on video forever, and other
You
GMs
got
and
it.
teams see that. You don't want your quarterback doing that. So that's an issue for me. But like Kinsey said, I do think he deserves another shot somewhere to prove what he can do in this league. He did lead the league in passing yards. He was also 5th in touchdowns, and he was also top 10 in QBR. So in the right system, he's proven that he can be a starter in this league. I think his situation will have to be similar to Daniel Jones, to Baker Mayfield, to Sam Darnold, guys that went somewhere else as a backup, got a couple years there, and then finally got an opportunity to start. But with that being said, the most difficult part right now for Tua, and what makes this so complicated for the Dolphins as well, is that 4-year, $212 million contract that he signed back in 2024. Because if the Dolphins release him before June 1st, it's going to cost him $99 million, Skip, in dead money. That would be an all-time record. The record right now is Russell Wilson with $85 million a couple years ago with the Broncos. But even if they release him after June 1st, still $99 million, but now it's split. So it'll be $67 million next year and then $31 million the following year. Okay, so releasing him, most likely, but that's going to hurt the Dolphins. So let's try to trade him. Well, if they try to trade him, they're also going to lose $45 million in dead money. And on top of that, they're going to have to find a team that's willing to take over that contract, which I don't think they will. So what do they have to do? Maybe throw in some draft picks, maybe throw in some things to incentivize it. But even then, I still don't think a team's going to want to take that risk. So with that being said, because of the contract, not because of the player, but because of the contract, I wouldn't trade for him right now. What I would do is wait for the Dolphins. What they're going to have to do is cut him or release him. Have the dead money. It's going to take a huge hit to their salary cap, but then a team could sign him afterwards to a new contract, giving him opportunity to come in, be a backup, and then maybe eventually be a starter. But because of that contract right now, I don't think any team's going to want to reach out for a trade.
So you can see him being a starter again in the league?
I think it would have to, for him to have to be a backup for a couple years, or maybe go to a team that, you know, off the top of my head, I'm not sure, but go to a team to compete for a job. But even then, you know, you're limited with those options. So I think you'd have to go somewhere, be a backup. I mean, look at Sam. So Sam goes to Carolina, competes, doesn't work. But then he goes to San Fran with Shanahan and kind of revamps his career a little bit. Then he gets a shot in Minnesota. Same thing with Daniel Jones. He goes to Minnesota, learns from O'Connell. Then he gets a shot in Indy. So some of these guys that were first-round picks go somewhere to be a backup behind a starter, learn from some of these top offensive coaches, and then if he goes to the right system, I think he could potentially compete for a starting job.
I definitely wouldn't trade for him.
No, I can't.
I can't bring you in the building and pay you $50 million with that injury history, first of all. You showed you could play. Yeah, you could play. The wins is you showed you could play a little bit. You ain't really...
In the right system.
In the right system.
Yeah.
The wins is there, not really there. It's okay. But for the $50 million, he honestly one concussion away from them highly recommending you retire.
I think they did the last...
They did the last but this one, they really going to be highly like, bro, now his family going to be like, last time his family was like, man, if he want to play, we ride.
That is correct.
This time, his family gonna be like, all right, you made this much money, bro. We love you. we want you to see your kids. They gonna be recommending. So I think as a backup, backups make like $8 to $10 million. You know what I'm saying? The good ones. Then he get cut. He'd come in somewhere and be a great backup. I think he'll be a very reliable backup. You know what I'm saying? You know he could play. You know he's gonna study and know the system and produce for a few games for you. You know what I'm saying? But I can't do it, man. These edges too fast. The D coordinators sending crazy blitzes. There's new blitzes popping up every week. You know what I'm saying? So I can't risk $50 million in a guy who's one head slam on that turf away
Yeah.
from being done. You know what I'm saying? So he's just a backup in my eyes, honestly.
I agree with both of you guys, and I don't agree. I agree with not trading for him. I don't think you should trade for him and waste that money. But I do think that he's still a starter in this league, and I think somebody should take a shot at giving him a chance to start for him. It's a lot of bad quarterbacks in this league. We see it every week, and he's proven to be at his peak, the best quarterback in the league, right?
Who?
By his play, by the numbers he did in 2023, right?
Yeah.
Passing percentage.
He is capable.
What did he win in 2023 though?
But that goes into the system, into the team, into the head coach.
All right, but let's just talk about Tua. What did he win in 2023?
Oh, they didn't win nothing.
He didn't win shit.
They didn't win nothing.
Okay, well,
But
they ain't proving shit to
you
me.
gotta go around. You gotta
I mean, he
go
was still 11
and put some of that
But what did
on
he
the head
win?
coaches,
They
on the
lost
scheme,
both their playoff.
on the defense. You know, it a lot go into winning. You know that in this league. But I think Tua, you know, he's better than a lot of quarterbacks in this league right now, man. You look at Arizona, you look at Oakland, you look at
Las Vegas.
Oh
Yeah.
Las Vegas. Man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a Bay boy.
Yeah.
They always gonna be Oakland.
Shout out
but,
Oakland.
Yeah.
You know, it's
I'm
a lot
with
of
you.
spots. You know,
Yeah.
even Minnesota with the first round pick and J.J. McCarthy. Like, really, you trust him in his future? What they got
No.
over there? So
No.
Tua is in my opinion better than half the quarterbacks in the NFL. Way better than the backup. At least half.
That's bold.
At
That's
least
bold.
half.
Oh, my.
And the way he plays, his accuracy, his anticipation, you put him in a great system, a good system. You
Right.
mentioned Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold didn't do nothing until he got to Minnesota and got with a good team, good offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
So give Tua another shot, man. He could be the top of this league at the quarterback position again. I really believe that.
I
But-
think Tua could play. I ain't saying he can't play, but hey, that injury history, it's in your backpack, brother.
Yeah, I mean,
It
it's
go
both.
everywhere you go.
It's chasing him.
Yeah, it's
on his
there.
heels.
Yeah.
It's in
It's
your
definitely
backpack,
on his
brother. It ain't
heels.
going nowhere. So,
But man, shoot, everybody injury is right
I
on
know.
their heels, man.
but
Joe Burrow's injured.
Look at Herbert. Shit.
But, hey,
banged up every day.
I could fix my wrist. I could fix my toe.
Can't fix your brain.
That brain
Burrow
is
being hurt.
untouchable.
He gone. He in the tub. All the top quarterbacks gonna get hurt. That's just the league we in.
But it's the kind of injuries that I'm talking about. That wrist ain't career ending. You know what I'm saying? My toe ain't
But it's
career
definitely
ending.
season ending.
Yeah.
We
Hey,
season the season
in my
around
season,
here. Huh?
Yeah.
that concussion is gonna end your life.
Skip, you've been making
I feel
Skip's
you,
been
Lee,
making
for
some
sure. I feel
faces,
you.
so I'm excited to hear
Yeah,
your
Skip,
opinion.
I know where Skip's going with this.
Yeah.
I love all you guys, but I don't agree with one word I've heard so far. I was on record when he was at Alabama before his draft, when Rex Ryan on ESPN reported that he had had 5 surgeries at Alabama, including concussion problems at Alabama. He was throwing at Alabama to a track team of Devontae Smith, Jerry Jeudy, and Ruggs, and Waddle. All those were there when he was there, and it helps make him look better than he is. So what I saw coming out of Alabama was a quarterback who's 6 feet tall, who plays shorter than 6 feet. He's not mobile, and he doesn't have much of an arm. So what's to exactly love about him? Well, Mike McDaniel worked miracles with him. And I got to give you this, because I look at the numbers in 22 and 23, but he was throwing to the best receiver, the most dangerous deep threat, I think, in the history of pro football, even Randy Moss, as great as he was. I mean, Tyreek was at his apex in 22 and 23. And Waddle was a 1,000-yard receiver in 22 and 23. And Tyreek led both years every category. He was the best receiver in football. And Mike McDaniel taught Tua to throw it way before he thought he should throw it, to spots, to anticipate that Tyreek's just faster than anybody who's trying to cover him. And if you throw it to where he's going to be, it'll work. And it worked at a high level. You're not going to win a playoff game, to your point. So they did okay at Buffalo, but then they went to Kansas City in the cold. You got no shot. And then he started to get exposed because the concussions kicked back in 24, and he missed those games. And he probably should have quit for his own good at that point. Yeah. But he and his family agreed, you love playing, let's go. And he got his money. And that's a lot of money. And so this year it got so bad that He threw a career-high 15 interceptions, but 8 times this year, he didn't even throw for 200 yards. And in his whole career, he'd only done that 6 times in 3 previous years. So he was so bad that Mike McDaniel, who loved him and believed in him, gave up on him. And I wouldn't want him as my backup quarterback. I don't think he's not Sam Darnold and he's not Daniel Jones. He's not. Those guys are big, strong, prototypical NFL quarterbacks. Yeah. What's Sam's? He's 6'3" or 4?
6'3".
6'3". Daniel Jones is 6'5". Tua measured at the combine at flat 6 feet, and he plays flat-footed 6 feet. He just looks smaller. He plays little to me. I don't know, and I think he's a really great guy, and I was very surprised that he took that shot that he took. I think he was desperate at that point to deflect some blame off
at his teammates.
Yeah. Okay.
So none of it, do you think, is the leadership of the Dolphins?
I just don't. They way overpaid him, and I said it at that point. I wasn't on this show yet. But,
They definitely did.
But I did say no. It's you're going to eat this stuff at some point, and they're going to have to eat a whole lot of money. And again, nothing personal against him, because I do think he's a really good kid, like really good-hearted kid, and I think the team basically likes him. I don't think he's like a commanding leader. But this isn't personal. I just don't think he can play. I don't unless
How many
you get
years
him a
has
Mike
he been in the
McDaniel.
league? How many years has he been in the
8
league?
probably?
6.
No,
6.
Yeah.
He has no playoff wins, right?
No.
0?
No.
Like, come on, bro. Bud, what are you talking about? how can he be the best top of the league? What has he shown? Like, bro, a bunch of passing yards in the Shanahan McVay type system.
Yeah,
I told you about these systems now.
Every quarterback is a system quarterback. You look at Caleb Williams, he was a bust last year. Now he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah.
You talk about Tyreek Hill. Pat Mahomes wasn't throwing it to nobody. He had Tyreek Hill too. So it takes a system like Andy Reid's, like Coach Cool.
TJ,
like
wait. If you compare Caleb and Tua, what do you see? Like come on.
Fucking not even close.
I mean, Caleb he's an extraordinary athlete.
I don't think Caleb can get a concussion because they can't even tackle
touch him. They can't
even get him on the ground. Bro, I don't see how the fuck he got sacked 60 times. I'm like, bro, seriously.
He got his ass on the ground last year.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I don't even see how. I didn't really watch him last year. I watched him a lot this year.
He know how to fall. That's why. He can take a lot of sacks. He learned how to fall.
It was
he took
bad.
that chin.
It was bad.
That's why he ain't got no concussion. He taking all the damn sacks. He probably take falling classes.
I don't know how he get out of the pocket clean class.
See, that's Caleb make it look exciting, right? We love excitement, right? Oh, you brother. Hey, man, just get out the way. And he couldn't get out the way last year. It wasn't all his fault, because like you said, he's exciting. He's an athlete.
He was just doing too much.
When they on your ass, when them D tackles and D ends is on your ass, ain't nowhere you could go. And that goes back.
He going
to
somewhere
system.
this year.
I can't tell you how many. I watched Caleb for 2 years at SC. I can't tell you how many times I yelled at the TV. Throw it away, throw it away, throw it away.
He just been trying to do too much last year.
No, but then he would make a big play. And oh shit, my bad, you got it. Like then he would make a big play. Last year, I think he had to learn the speed of the game.
You forget all about it.
He had to learn the speed
what worked
of
in
it.
college doesn't work in the NFL, but now he's with Ben Johnson. And he's
Would
adapting
you also
to the
say,
speed of
like,
the league.
after them few concussions, that I would say that his percentage of some of his accuracy went down because he was just trying to get rid of the ball before he got hit. Tua, right? No? Wrong?
I don't.
Man, I think you put Tua in a system, you get a Ben Johnson, Kubiak type offensive coordinator, and he gonna be a rise right to the top of the.
He got that right now.
Who? McDaniels?
Yeah, that's
He lost the best receiver though.
I'm just saying
He lost Tyreek Hill, did he not?
McDaniels is one of the coldest OCs to come from Shanahan.
You're still throwing 15 interceptions.
I'm not saying he a bad player, bro.
Everybody had bad years.
The command as a leader is going to propel you to wins. And he just ain't winning no big games. He had some big wins on this belt, some playoff type, at least one championship appearance or something. I'm not saying he can't play, but I'm like, bro, the no wins plus the injury history,
he got
he's just a backup
to go against the Red Machine, man. Like, what do you want from him? The Super Bowl champs. He lost to the Super Bowl champs.
He always trash in the cold. Like, bro, it's
Miami as a team is trash in the cold. Whoever they got, they can't play in the cold. If you've been in South Beach all season and you got to go to the cold, it's going to shock your whole system. Miami has never been able to win in the cold. Dan Marino couldn't win in the cold.
Well, TJ's clearly has some love for Tua, and he might be the only one on
better than half the quarterbacks in the league.
I'm
taking Brissett over Tua.
Really?
What?
are
lightweight nice.
He is.
I'm not saying I'm not taking Brissett over Tua. Brissett came in, he's a good backup, and you know with them backups, they play 1 or 2 good games, and then the backups show up.
All right, well, 85% of the chat would not take a shot with Tua, so we'll see where he ends up, but it's looking bleak for our man Tua.
That's great. Bub said he had better than half the niggas in the league. Oh, my God.
All right.
I had to go to the standards and start looking like, no,
TJ, I think you stick to defense, okay?
Yeah. Hey, look, we going to win something around TJ, so I'll tell you that.
Not with Tua.
All right.
TJ knew Skip was about to talk, so we had to show him a little love.
All right, guys, let's get to another quarterback question right now because after giving Dillon Gabriel a fair shot, we finally got our wish and Shedeur Sanders started for the Browns, and a lot of us on the couch really liked what we saw, but apparently there's still some question marks around it, which I think we've all seen that they had a horrible O-line, the receiving core is absolutely terrible, and he didn't have the coaching side to really develop him. But there's a reporter from ESPN, who's actually the Browns ESPN reporter, that still thinks they need to solve the quarterback issue, okay? So I want to get to a quote of what he said because the Browns had the number 6 pick in the draft, and this is what the reporter said. The Browns cycled through 3 quarterbacks amid another double-digit loss season. Neither Gabriel or Sanders established himself as a surefire long-term option. Cleveland is in a position to potentially solve the organization's decades-long search for a franchise quarterback, saying that they're going to draft a quarterback at their number 6 pick, which...
And they got the second, they have 2
first-round picks. I mean, yeah, so Cody, are you surprised by this? Should they draft a quarterback with those picks?
Yes, I'm surprised, and no, they should not draft a quarterback with those picks. Absolutely not. Their biggest needs right now, you mentioned it, Kinsey, is offensive line and wide receiver.
It's insane.
If you draft a quarterback, doesn't matter who it is, pick any of the quarterbacks from the draft, even bringing a guy in and you put him behind that offensive line and that receiver core right now that they have, I don't care what guy it is, veteran or not, that gives them no chance to succeed. They're going to need some help around them. They're going to have to get some pieces around them. So in this draft, I think they need to address 2 positions like I mentioned. The first is offensive line. The Browns had the worst offensive line alongside the Raiders this season of any team in the NFL. And they're going to lose a couple guys that were starters this year, Bitonio, Jenkins, Teller. They're all free agents, so they potentially could be gone. So now you have to add talent and depth. And there's some really good tackles in this upcoming draft. Spencer Fano from Utah, his teammate Lomu is another really good player. The Maui Noah kid from Miami. There's 3 good tackles right now at that 6th spot. I think they could go get.
The Miami kid's projected to go like top 3 or 4.
He's a good player. If he falls to that 6th spot, I think the Browns would jump on him. But Fano's also really good too, the kid from Utah. But either one of those kids, in my opinion, you could plug and play right away, and they can make immediate impact from day one. Then also the receiver spot. If you don't take a quarterback or if you don't take a offensive lineman at 6, look at some of the receivers because right now in that room, they don't have a proven guy. I like some of the young guys. I will say this. Going back and watching the tape, Isaiah Bond, I think, has some potential to be a good player. Undrafted. Tillman, the 3rd-year guy out of Tennessee, he's shown some flashes. And Corley, the other guy, shown some flashes towards the end of the year. They're all young players that I think could be role players going forward with a good foundation.
But Fannin Jr. was...
but I'm looking in the receiver core. But you have to go out and get a proven veteran. But you also could draft some players in this upcoming draft. If you don't take a tackle at 6, I like that Jordan Tyson kid out of Arizona State. I also like Tate.
I like Tate
out of Ohio State. But I don't think they'll jump and take a receiver at 6. I think they're going to address the offensive line first. But like we mentioned, they also have another draft that they got from the Jaguars. We don't know where that's going to be. And there's also some receivers I like later in the draft. Mekhi Lemon from USC. I might be biased, but I think that kid's legit. He has a lot of potential. He could potentially be in that mid to late round.
Every time I turned on the TV, he was open.
Contested catches. Not the biggest guy in the world, right around 5'10", and not the fastest guy in the world, but quick, shifty, and all he does is make contested catches, which is really cool to see. The other guy, too, the Boston kid out of Washington, Denzel Boston, good player that I think will be available in the later first round. But, yeah, I think right now, if you go try and draft a quarterback at that 6th spot, you're putting them in a terrible position. Going into this offseason, Shedeur has earned the right to compete for that starting role. Deshaun Watson is still there as well. Paid him a ton of money, so I anticipate them to let those guys can compete. And then maybe bring in another guy if you want a veteran or a third presence in there to compete with those guys. But, yeah, I don't think they address the quarterback position right now. I think they're good there. They need to address other pieces first before they look at that.
I think these guys get this shit wrong all the time. We don't even know who we don't even know who the head coach is. The head coach, he may come in and love Shedeur. He may come in and love Deshaun Watson. You know what I'm saying? So then I look at the draft orders. You're not getting Mendoza. He going to Vegas. He gonna be the number 1 pick. We finna talk about that.
Yeah, I agree.
He going to Vegas. Number 2 pick is the Jets. They need a quarterback. Why would they trade if Moore came out? Why would they not draft him? They gonna trade to let y'all get him and not get him? Like, what are we doing? After that is Arizona. Shit, they need a quarterback. Like, they riding with Brissett. If they're not riding with Brissett and Moore is available, they gonna like. You're not gonna get Moore or Mendoza. So who is this quarterback you gonna draft?
Yeah, I'm also
There ain't no
unimpressed with the
quarterback.
Who's
quarterbacks
left?
in this draft. It's
That's what I'm saying. Like, who's
I
left
think
after
the
that?
next guy would be Ty Simpson.
Ty
from
Simpson,
Alabama.
John
Man,
McCants.
But I think if he goes first, it'll be way. I think he'll be a
Way
project
way
guy.
later. He's not a top 5.
Him to be a backup.
Indiana destroyed him.
But he's not a top 5
At all.
guy
Well,
at
I'm
all.
telling you on the list right now,
Right.
that list, I think
I
Ty
see what you're
Simpson would
saying.
be that next guy.
So this quarterback Cleveland could get at 6, or how would they trade up and get Moore or Mendoza? They can't.
Yeah.
Because it's
Well,
two
look,
teams.
anybody would take that.
Both those first round picks,
Yeah.
but I don't think.
I'm gonna tell you, he
Think you're
made
making a
that.
big
Whoever
mistake.
wrote that made that statement without doing what we just did.
Like,
Just
bro.
talking.
Yeah.
Like Cleveland, dealing with the reporters and the media in Cleveland is misery. And every year they looking for a fresh start, no matter who it is and where they at. And that's what that quote is all about. Like, to me, there's one quarterback in this draft really deserving to be even in the first round, and that's Mendoza, the first overall pick. The rest of these guys, I ain't gonna call them bums, but they not first round draft picks. We seen it in Alabama. We seen the Oklahoma quarterback when the
But what if your Oregon guy goes?
Hmm?
What if your Oregon guy goes?
I don't think Dante Moore's ready, if you ask me. I think he needs to stay one more year to keep it a buck. I love Dante Moore and what he's doing, but I think he needs
not
one more
first
year
round.
at the University of Oregon. So, Shador, based on what he did in college, if you want to base everything on what he did in college and not this year with that
Right.
terrible offense, and then he should be a first round pick and better than every guy on this list besides probably Mendoza. So, man, that's just talk. That's Cleveland banter. That's just something to keep them papers turning over in Ohio, man. It's a bunch of BS.
TJ, I hope you're right about this, but I fear you're not. When I read this yesterday, I was angered and then I was horrified because this reporter does cover the team. And remember, the GM is still there. And I'm pretty sure he got some, if not all of this, from the GM, if not from the owner. I just think there's something going on inside that organization where nobody but the owner wanted to draft Shador in the 5th round. And there was a built-in bias against him from the start. That's why I said from the start, I wish we could get him out of there somewhere else. Apologies to Cleveland fans who love Shador. I get that. We got one across the room over here on our staff. But the point is that there's too much of a built-in bias against Shador ingrained in that organization because they decided in all of their draft evaluation last year, we don't want him, until the owner said in the 5th round, take him now, in part because of a publicity stunt, because it was going to create a lot of attention that would be positive as opposed to negative for a sorry franchise. I've said from the start, before the draft, I thought he should go number 1 overall ahead of Cam Ward. Mel Kiper had him ranked above Cam Ward in his final analysis before the draft.
Sure did.
Shador has the poise, the command, the feel, the touch, the toughness mentally and physically, and especially the deadly accuracy to be a starting quarterback in the National Football League and to win you a whole lot of football games, including with the clutch factor that we saw on display against Joe Burrow this past Sunday, win you playoff games. He is, as he said, what Cleveland has been looking for. But in this draft projection, they ask each reporter who covers each team at each slot in the draft, this was at the number 6 slot, what's your biggest need? And if the reporter wrote quarterback, I'm pretty sure he's getting that from inside. And I despise it because it's just wrong. It upsets me because he showed you with the highest degree of difficulty. I mean, should we give him any break for what he was working with and without? That's my question. Nobody seems to give him a break for Pro Football Focus ranked his offensive line pass blocking dead last.
Yeah.
His receiving core dead last. Jerry Jeudy was his only proven wide receiver. He was 2nd in the NFL in drops. And Harold Fannin became his favorite target, and then the last 2 games, he's lost. Njoku loved Shedeur, and he didn't play the last 4 games, lost to injury. Okay, so what's to like about this? Because, Cody, you mentioned some of these receivers. He's thrown to a practice squad this past Sunday.
Yes.
Malachi Corley, Travion Williams, Sam Cannella. They were all on the practice squad until just Blake Whiteheart on the practice squad until 2 games ago. And they all had targets on Sunday. Raheem Sanders had targets on Sunday. Give him a break. He's up against, he's creating something from nothing. And then with a minute and a half left, he says, Joe Burrow, I'll give you that and I raise you. I'm going to raise you. You know, I call you Joe Burrow and I raise you. I got a minute and a half. I'm going to go 64 yards for a walk-off field goal. Can we give him some break for the degree of difficulty of how hard that was to do? I saw him against Cam Ward. Shedeur threw for 364 and completely outplayed him, according to your favorite stat, QBR. Completely outplayed him. I saw him beat the Pittsburgh Steelers when they were hot. And according to QBR, he completely outplayed Aaron Bleepin Rodgers in that game. And then he walked it off against Joe Burrow. And he's not the answer? You're in need of a quarterback?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. Help me out.
The end of the season, it's like the momentum thing going into the next year. Like you said, I think yesterday, Lee, about Raheem and the Falcons, you know, winning towards the back end and taking that momentum into the next season. That's exactly what Shedeur is doing.
He did.
What more do you want to see from a young quarterback?
Yeah.
What more do you want to see? And if I have anybody on my side as a player, the owner is the guy I want on my side.
Yeah.
So there's one person they can't get rid of.
I think so.
And that's the owner. Barry can go. The fantasy's out.
Yeah.
All I need is the owner on my side. He's going to put the things around me as a player that I need. He's going to put a head coach that's tailored to what I do. He's going to put an offensive coordinator in there tailored to what I do. And he's going to get all the pieces I need as a quarterback to be successful, because nobody wants that team to win more than the owner.
And we saw living proof in Chicago what it does when you beef up the offensive line and you get a better system for a quarterback. It completely changes around. It was horrible last year with Caleb Williams, and now we completely changed around. So hopefully we get that for sure.
This would be like relevant if they had like the #1 pick and it was like, Dora Mendoza.
Yeah.
They don't. So what the fuck is you talking about, brother?
But even
you'd be surprised. The internet's super divided. I spent a lot of time
even
doing
if they
research.
have that #1 pick, I still don't know if they take a quarterback because the reason is the guys that are around him. I feel like if they drafted Mendoza first overall, he's a good player, and we're going to talk about him in a second, but you plug him into that offense with no help, you're going to ruin his career. You're going to ruin his development, and it's so important for a young quarterback to have pieces around him. Most importantly, the offensive line. And Cleveland's dead last right now with their pass protection. They don't have playmakers on the outside. They have to address those first. They could spend money elsewhere in free agency and get immediate needs in the draft at offensive line and wide receiver and save that for other offensive linemen and other players. Let Deshaun and Shedeur compete. And then if there is a quarterback issue in the future, then address that in 2026 or 2027 going forward. But right now, if you go and trade to get up to that #1 spot, like Aqib said, and make all these moves when you have 2 guys on your roster that can't compete, instead of addressing other needs, I think they're just setting themselves backwards.
Okay, Cody. Deshaun Watson. Once upon a time, especially back to his Clemson days, he was really good, and he beat Alabama in a championship game. At Houston, he was really good, and he won some playoff games. He beat Josh Allen in Josh's first playoff game in overtime. He had off-the-field issues. He tore his Achilles. What's left? Is he a threat to Shedeur to win the starting job?
I think the reason that he's still there, I think, is because of the money. Obviously, that contract. So if they're tied to him and he's going to be there and they're not going to move on, I think he'll obviously get an opportunity to compete. But I do think Shedeur goes into the offseason as a leader in the clubhouse to be the starter. And what he's done this year. But
what's your guess on what Deshaun's got left?
I don't know. I haven't seen him play in so long, Skip. I mean, he's been obviously working out rehab, and he says he's ready. Jimmy Haslam's made comments about this was a big mistake, so mentally, and I don't know, what that's like and the friction in the facility, but he's still there. They haven't moved on from him. If he's healthy, I expect him, because of the contract, to give him at least an opportunity to compete.
But at least you had that as an option.
Was he very good before he popped his Achilles?
You mean in Cleveland?
Yeah.
He was horrible.
That's what I'm saying. So last I seen him, he was horrible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I guess Shedeur respected me. Bring him on a roll with him and let him go talk to him before you go talk to the head coach.
And I'm not.
So, hey.
Listen, I'm not advocating for Deshaun at all. I'm just saying that contract is a reason.
Yeah, that's the reason he there.
Because if it wasn't for that contract, I think they would have moved on a long time.
Player/coach contract. You can get paid for both.
You mentoring.
Backup, mentor, coach.
Exactly.
In case.
Okay. You don't think they'll let him compete at all?
I mean, they're going to say that. I mean, you have to let them compete. But like,
would the Raiders talk to Cleveland about their number 1 pick and take Shador? Tom back. Hey, this Tom's second chance now.
Yeah, Tom had 8 chances.
But this is second. Now he got to see Shador in the game. He might have different feelings now, Skip. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but that O-line's also disastrous.
Well, the O-line is Cody, you say you could address. If I'm starting a franchise, I'm not starting with the O-line. I'm starting with the quarterback. Let me get my guy right here first, and then I'm going to get everything else. But without the fucking quarterback, I don't got shit.
That really depends on how you
feel
about that quarterback in that draft. Right? If you feel like you can get a caliber player that in the next few years, then I'm working my O-line first. If you feel like this quarterback is one in a generation, one in a decade, you got to go with the quarterback first.
Exactly. So
it's all
Yeah, it's just that's my biggest issue is if you take a quarterback before the other pieces are ready, you could set back, and we've seen it before, where guys, they call them busts.
We've also seen some people take a quarterback and he not be that good, then next year we get the team in free agency, we get the team around, and then he slowly become that guy. So we've seen it in all kind of ways.
O-line real quick. You can fix the O-line.
But you can fix that O-line in free agency real quick.
But you missed on that number 1 guy.
You missed on that quarterback, though? Hey, it's over with.
That's fair. But that's kind of the mute point in this conversation because they're picking 6th overall. They're not picking 1st overall.
Exactly. So that's why I'm like, bro, unless they talking about trading with Cleveland and finish the door to Vegas, then what are we talking about? I wouldn't be mad at that, though.
Yeah, a lot's up in the air right now, but while we're on the quarterback.
Hey, I'll be in Vegas.
I'm on the way.
While we're on the quarterback topic, I don't think any of us disagree that the Raiders need a quarterback. And the question is, which one? So most mock drafts, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have the Raiders taking the Heisman Trophy winner, Fernando Mendoza. So he just beat Alabama 38-3. That was a blowout. So at first I wasn't really sold on this guy, but I'm kind of getting a little bit more sold. So Cody, what do you think? Should they take Fernando Mendoza off the board for the first?
Yeah, I mean, this kind of just goes back to what we're talking about. I'm with Aqib on that. If it is the 1st overall pick, let me clarify, and you have a quarterback that you love, even if the offensive line isn't quite ready, then you take them. And I think Fernando Mendoza is that guy. I think they're going to take him 1st overall. I first watched Mendoza back in 2023 when USC went to Cal, and I watched him put 49 on our head top. He went out there, and our defense was struggling at the time. We weren't great, but he took us to overtime, threw for 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, had 50 yards rushing, 2 other rushing touchdowns, and he was a freshman. This was only his 3rd start. I remember walking away from that game thinking, this kid's legit. I think he has a lot of potential and a very high ceiling. Fast forward 2 years, and now we're seeing that ceiling and that potential. When you watch him on tape, there's a lot of things I like. I really like the way that his pre-snap reads correlate to his post-snap reads, meaning that he doesn't get fooled with 1 high, 2 high looks pre-snap. He can confirm what it is post-snap. He very rarely throws turnover-worthy throws. He knows where to go with the football. He protects the football. He's great with his decision-making. Has a solid arm. Can make all the throws on the field. The other thing that he does really well too, and sometimes gets overlooked, is he knows what type of throw to make, meaning that he can throw a tight window throw, a 1 ball where he has to fit it in there, put some zip on it. He knows how to layer the football. If it's a seam route or a deep in cut where he's got to throw it over the linebacker, under the safety, he's really good with that. And then a 3 ball on the outside. Put some air under it, let the guy go run under it, make a big play down the field on a go route or a post. So, yeah, I really like Mendoza. I think there's some things that he does well. He handles the blitz very well. I like the mentality that he plays with, too. Some of his interviews, listening to him throughout the year, he did one with Urban Meyer where he's talking about reading a defense and how he prepares and all these different things. So mentally, you're getting a guy that's going to come to the building. He's going to be the first guy in, the last guy out. He's going to be a great leader for your team, the way that his coaches and teammates talk about him. So I really like Mendoza. I do think, though, I'm torn, TJ, on if Dante Moore comes out, if he's ready, or if the ceiling's so high that he's a top 5 pick right now, especially with how heavy the quarterback class will be next year. If he comes out, I think he might push Mendoza a little bit for that 1st overall pick. But as of right now, I'm comfortable in saying that Mendoza should be that 1st guy on the board.
Interesting.
I don't watch too much college football. it's just weird to me watching that caliber of football, honestly.
What? Why?
It's just not that
Is
good.
it your
to me.
nephew? He's at Colorado
That's
now?
all I watch is if
That's all
I
you
got a
watch,
family
UNC
member.
in Colorado.
Hey, I watched Kansas when you played for Kansas.
I watch a little bit of Kansas, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, it's just bad football to me. You know what I'm saying? I watch so much NFL, so much film, and so much good ball. I watch it's like watching a bunch of little kids play. You know what I'm saying? So I don't watch much, but I did watch Mendoza in the playoff game and his chip game. And he, to me, what jumps off the tape to me is he got the team behind him. You know what I'm saying? His team looked like they believe we got the guy, we can go win the chip. And your head coach
How
do it a
could you
little
not
bit.
believe you're doing something crazy in Indiana?
That's what I'm saying. But they wouldn't be doing nothing crazy if they didn't believe in the quarterback, the guy under center. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is to me, man. That quarterback got to have the guys believe. We got to look in that huddle and be like, oh shit, here we go, bud. Hey, we got. Or it's like, man, hey, we can't let him score. It's either one or the other. And I feel like he got the team behind him. I seen him move a little bit. He could move a little bit better than I thought he could move. Get out the pocket, escape blitz. He's super accurate, intermediate routes and downfield. You know what I'm saying? Crazy back shoulder throws. So I see him, like you said, Cody, throw the right ball at the right time. Sometimes that DB on top, you got to back shoulder it. Sometimes that DB get worked off the line and you got to drop it in that bucket. I seen him do both at the right time. So the little bit that I have watched of Mendoza, I think he for sure, clearly the #1 pick, man. See him do some things pre-snap, like you said. It could be the sideline. They can have the big cards up telling them exactly what to check to, or they can send him 2 plays like the league and he know what to check to from what he sees. So I don't really know if it's all him, but I seen him do some stuff pre-snap, change the play, get to a great run, change the play, get to a great pass. So I like it, man. I think he the Heisman Trophy winner. If he go win a fucking chip, he fucking clearly the #1 guy.
Yeah. And to your point, so I think a lot of that is him pre-snap. He did an interview recently where he said, I've never heard anybody say this, but he said, I treat the defense like a puzzle. Like I try to figure out what they're doing, I piece it together. And this is what the play clock running down, and then I get to the right protection and know where to go with the football. So I think he's
saying it's him.
Far advanced.
Yeah, that's advanced. That's some NFL quarterback type shit.
It is.
And when I watch him, that's what he looked like, bro. He looked like, he could play in the league.
Yeah.
You can't pass him up.
Man, Mendoza, and I'm going to take it a step further. I think he's one of the top quarterback prospects in the last decade. He's probably like one guy, maybe I would say him and Joe Burrow at this point. Like, I've watched him, especially the game versus Oregon, what he did at Cal. And we know Cal last great quarterback, A-Rod, going to the Hall of Fame. To what Cody said about his preparation, he's done with school, he's graduated, he on that virtual quarterback shit every day and every night where he can control the whole scheme of the offense and know what's going to be here and there. He got the whole game before the game, right? His maturity, his ability to probably lead a franchise and be that guy you want leading your franchise, the ability to have his teammates rally behind him and be a great leader in that aspect. But he just does everything right consistently. The most consistent quarterback we've seen this year in college football, period. His accuracy with the deep ball and the back shoulder ball, his ability to sit tall in the pocket and deliver, his ability to get out of trouble and scramble when he needs to. I mean, he does everything you need a quarterback to do. And then on top of that, taking this program along with Coach Signetti, Indiana, to back-to-back playoffs and on the path to maybe winning a national championship, that's incredible. We already seen what he did at Cal, the numbers he put up without having an elite program
I love
there,
Skip's faces.
Right? What he's done at Indiana right now, man.
Big 10 chip.
Man,
But DJ, just to put in
when he
perspective,
beat us at Oregon in Austin, man, you don't come to Austin and win, man. On the road, that kind of poise, and it's not. Don't forget, he ain't out there with the LSU receivers, the Alabama receivers, the Tennessee receiver, the SEC receivers, the Big 12 Ohio State receivers. He don't have a fleet of receivers like that. He got some guys you've never heard of that are out there catching the ball whenever he throws it up because it's right on the money. And he's just, man, his post game speeches and he just well-rounded quarterback. If I was an owner, any owner, I'm taking him number 1. Period.
Prototype guy.
Prototype. He's everything you need. And if I'm the Raiders, you can't miss on him.
What are you drinking on?
I know.
Hey, man,
I can't wait for Skip.
I got one of these leads.
Skip, he tripping today?
Look, I got one of them.
Skip, what you like that Mendoza shit? He done whooped Oregon. He whooped Ohio State.
Look,
he beat the shit out of Alabama.
Did I
beat the shit out of Alabama?
He finna whoop Oregon again.
Did I just hear Mendoza in the same sentence with Joe Burrow?
I know, and I got the stats pulled up for you here. These stats.
Hey, man, watch.
Or the last
TJ,
mark my words. Hey,
go.
record this and frame it.
TJ, Joe Burrow, in his year at LSU, his final year, he doubled passing yards and touchdowns in Mendoza.
Was he not throwing to Chase?
Yeah, and who else?
And everybody else they had.
Doubled, you're talking about 6,000 passing yards versus 3,000.
Indiana runs the ball a lot more.
He was throwing to Chase and Jettas.
Opportunities?
Give Mendoza chasing Jettas, bro.
Kinsey, how many passing attempts did Joe Burrow have? And how many passing attempts did my dog Mendoza have? Please.
Let me find out.
Let's go there.
And then he wasn't throwing.
Let's skip. I want you to go.
He wasn't throwing to Chase and Jettas, though.
That's fair.
All right. I'm going to give you
and
that.
my boy in New York.
I will say,
Neighbor.
527, Joe Burrow, 332.
Hello, that's
Mendoza.
200 more passing attempts.
Wait, you better have double the yards. You done doubled the attempts. You feel me?
And I bet you that's a lot of yak yards.
You better have you double the attempts. You better have double the yards.
I just
and
think
you got Jettas and Chase.
Top prospect in 10 years was a hot take.
Yeah, but
That's all I got to do.
Look at the crazy take.
Yeah, look,
it was
man,
a blasphemous take.
Thank you,
what it
Skip.
was.
Back me up
Thank
on
you.
this.
So you stay on.
All right. I'll give you that I like Mendoza, and I've watched him a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe not the tape that you've watched, but I watched it all on television.
Yeah.
I can't say that I love him yet because your guy, Dante Moore, has more talent than Mendoza has. He's more talented. He has a bigger arm, and he's much more mobile. And I'll give you that Mendoza has shocked me with some of his mobility of late, and he is prototype. He's 6'5", 225, so he fits all the prototypical characteristics that you'd want as the first pick in the draft. But he is playing for a freaking machine in Indiana, coached by a coach who is some combination of Newt Rockne and Vince Lombardi, because I've not seen a
that's
team.
a crazy take.
No, it's not.
Machine in
No,
Indiana.
it's not.
That's a crazy
never
take.
heard it.
Okay,
Vince
here's
Lombardi.
the machine. Here's what they're doing. In turnover ratio, the all-important telltale statistic, they are crushing everybody. They're plus 18. They ran away with it in the nation.
But that's your quarterback too, right?
Okay,
He's not
all right,
putting the ball
I'm
up.
going to give you that.
Okay.
On defense, they're second in yards allowed and second in points allowed only to the team that they beat in the championship game of the Big Ten, obviously Ohio State, which is low. Ohio State's going to have 3 defenders go in the top 10.
18. Sure.
Yeah, maybe top 10.
Wait, I'm sorry. Harbaugh just got fired.
Wow.
Harbaugh just got fired.
Just got fired.
Oh, man.
That was
That's where Flo going to the Ravens.
Okay, what did
Skip,
I
you've
say?
been
Flo
saying
going
this.
to the Ravens,
He's
bro.
been saying
For
this
weeks.
since mid-season.
I've been saying it
man.
season. I said
was
he has
time
to
to go,
go.
man.
I told you that, and you argued with me.
Flo going to the Ravens.
Woo.
They must got a great. They got a
But
great
also
plan.
for other teams, they are going to snatch up Harbaugh in a second.
He probably go to New York or something.
You think?
They had to choose between Lamar and the head coach, and they chose the quarterback as they should have.
Better.
You better. You
Yeah,
better.
I'm with you, Skip.
I read a story yesterday where every guy on the team was raving about how great Lamar was as the leader of the football team, and it screamed to me, anti-Harbaugh, anti-Harbaugh, anti-Harbaugh. The leader of the team was Lamar Jackson, who can now take over the team, and I hope they go get the correct. He needs to have a big say in who the next guy is.
He needs to be there like he the head coach.
Okay?
That's what that means.
Oh, at OTAs.
Yeah,
Okay.
you need to be there like you the head. They picked you, then hey, Lamar, pull up, baby.
Wow.
I fuck with you long way.
I know. Sorry that
You don't go to OTAs, bro, it ain't happening.
Sorry we had to kind of switch guys,
Gotta
but
be
I
there.
think I need to dive into this.
No,
Was it the right decision to fire Harbaugh?
Yeah, if what Skip said is true, if they were deciding between Lamar and Harbaugh, absolutely it was the right decision. I said yesterday, I thought with how close they are and the pieces they had right now that they needed to look at the defense first. Now, obviously, them firing Harbaugh is going to affect the rest of the staff, so ultimately the defense of coordinator. Zach Orr's probably going to be gone. I don't know what
Will
they're going
be.
to do with Todd Monken. I don't know what they'll do with him.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see.
Everybody gone.
You think everybody's gone?
Everybody gone, man. That's how it
Oh,
goes.
clean house.
Head coach gone, everybody gone.
So yeah, maybe that's what they needed then. The Ravens need a fresh start. Harbaugh needs a fresh start, and like Aqib said, maybe this is what Lamar needs to take over, assert himself more of a leadership role, and get this team where they need to be.
Yeah. When we did safety first, we was talking about Harbaugh. I'm like, this is gonna be his last year. Like I was on it early because it was getting stale in Baltimore. You need to come in with some regenerated energy, regenerated coaches. You know, he's done a great job while he's been there. You know, got him Super Bowl, but that time has passed. The sun has set on that. It's time for a new generation in Baltimore, and especially with what you're known for, and like Pittsburgh, it's like you being a defensive team, a defensive culture, and your defense sucks. Like, we can't have that. That's what we make our bones on. We are a defensive team, special team, disciplined team. And when that goes to hell, man, you got to look at that top man.
Yeah, you've been saying this for so long. You do
I
have
have.
really great predictions on those
Thank
things.
you.
I got to know.
The Baltimore Ravens were 3-6 at home this year. That's just wrong. That you have to look at the head man.
Right.
John Harbaugh, 18 years in Baltimore. Standards are high. Play like a Raven today. Those are the standards set by Ray Lewis all the way back to the great Ozzie Newsome. And he went to one Super Bowl and did beat his brother on a very controversial non-call at the end of the game on a pass by Colin Kaepernick. But he did beat his brother in the Super Bowl. That was the 2012 season. That's a long time ago. So I hope I have this number right. I think over the last 14 years, 8 of those 14, they did miss the playoffs.
Right.
Okay? It felt stale to me. And he clashed more and more. And I told you that story was a lightning rod, turning point story in the Baltimore Sun. And the guy who wrote it knows the Ravens and has covered them for a while now. And I think it hit home with the owner, who's not prone to knee-jerk decision-making. This was a long time coming. And in that story, the report was that John Harbaugh was tired of Lamar Jackson's behavior, his falling asleep in meetings. They were just clashing. And Harbaugh defended and said, I've never seen him sleep. No, they were clashing. And it did come down to those two. And the owner finally made what was not a knee-jerk decision. It was a gutsy, ballsy, courageous decision. We need a change at the top.
We're going to see what he do.
I don't hate John Harbaugh, and I think he's done a tremendous job there for a long time. It's hard to coach a franchise like that for 18 years.
Yeah.
But he needed a change of scenery, and they definitely needed a change of scenery. And I don't disagree with it. Wherever he's going to land, he'll be very good. Somebody can jump. Somebody, wherever you want him. Maybe it is Cleveland.
Yeah, where do you think is a great fit for him?
Nah, it ain't Cleveland.
I don't know if it's Cleveland.
I don't
I
call
like
it
the
stale.
Giants.
I don't call it stale. 2022, y'all lose to the Bengals. We in the playoffs, but you lose to the Bengals, they go to the chip.
Yep.
2023, let me see what they did in 23. Oh, we lost to the Super Bowl champions. 2024.
Well, that was the AFC Championship game at home that they lost.
That's the Super Bowl champions.
Man, it's still.
All right, 2024, we lose to the Bills from a drop pass. Like, what's stale about that?
I think like Skip has said, the relationship with
them is all
Lamar.
No, stale is what Cleveland is doing.
No, it's stale.
That's
is when
stale.
you have
Like, fuck, we can't figure it out. If we in the playoffs every year, bro,
well,
you know how hard it is for that.
Yeah, but when you have championship expectations, stale is not getting to the championship and winning it.
And when you have a
get
team
to the
capable
playoffs
of a
every year and
championship.
you losing the teams you supposed to beat.
Who says they're
especially
supposed
at
to beat
home,
these teams and they winning Super Bowls
You
and
the
shit?
favorite. And at home.
Come on,
supposed
man.
to win them games.
Yeah.
We gonna see. All right, yeah.
Skip's point, the relationship between John and Lamar, clearly there was an issue.
Tom played with Bill for 20 years. Their relationship had to have been stale for a decade.
But did we see what Lamar did this year?
They lost some too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Man, listen, bro. Hey,
There's
it's
probably
too
a reason
hard.
he's not
It's
an
too
OG.
hard to get to the AFC chip and to the divisional. It's too hard to get to those games right before the chip and just, this still, we just blow this thing
Keith,
up.
you had what should have been or could have been a 3-time MVP in his first 8 years, right? at quarterback.
You have Lamar Jackson.
Hey,
For example,
give a
right?
fuck about no
Lamar
MVP.
So the Broncos, right?
Give a
they
damn
went-
about that shit,
they
bro. I don't
went-
give a fuck about no MVP.
They went to
talking about Lombardi
Super
trophies.
Bowl.
How close are we to getting to the Lombardi?
Sometimes you need a change because we had Foxy. They went to the Super Bowl. We went to the playoffs the next year. You know what I'm saying? It's sometimes you just need a change to get over that hump. And we got brought in cool. We brought in Wade. Championship.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
Sometimes
and at
that
the end-
change, have your ass out of gas.
And at the end of the day, the decision's been made. So who do you guys think is a good fit now for the Ravens? Because John's out.
I think if they want to get back to Ravens football, like defense first, then you bring in Flo, bro. He the hottest shit out as far as defense. He's a good leader of men.
I would
period.
agree with
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think so too.
He's going to be
Yeah.
a great leader, but then you're going to have to find a nice offensive coordinator situation. Man, he plugged in around the league. He know plenty guys. You know what I'm saying? So if you want a good leader in the building and you wanted to start with defense, and I'm going B-Flow for sure.
B-Flow.
Agree.
I
You agree?
Look at Raheem too. You know what he did on the back end with Atlanta.
Yeah.
Who
Head
knows
coach
what it was
for-
decision with the quarterback, but now you got one in place. The defense in Atlanta was cooking. They had good draft. Their ends was getting to the quarterback. And a nice secondary. He could build a defense like no other.
And they got the players.
Exactly.
You know what
So,
I'm saying?
yeah, I think give Raheem another shot, man. Bring him the ball.
Yeah, had the morale all the way up in that building for sure.
Cody, what do you think is an offensive mind?
Yeah, no, I like Brian Flores too. I think
Okay.
they go defensive minded right now. The interesting thing though is if they do get rid of Monken and they go new offensive coordinator, that offensive scheme is very unique and it's tailored to Lamar. So whoever they bring in, are they going to try to continue that scheme with him and Derrick Henry, or are they going to change things up? So I think, yeah, head coach is interesting, but offensive coordinator and who they bring in to run the offense for me is what I'm most intrigued about.
But I can see Monken if they go deep B-Flow. I can see
That's what I'm
Monken
saying. They
staying.
might retain him
I can see him staying.
because they've got a great.
They've got a
They've got a great system. When everyone's healthy, they're rolling. I think maybe one or two more pieces on the offensive line. I know there's some controversy with this. I think they get a true number one. Zay Flowers has shown flashes, but I think they get a true number one opposite of him. You got Andrews there. You got Derrick Henry. You've got some other pieces.
I definitely could see Monken staying.
I think Monken might stay just because
My
of
only
the system
question
they
about
run.
Brian Flores is he still suing the NFL for discrimination? And that's still operating? Is that going to hang over everybody's heads?
Hey, drop the charges. Bro.
Drop the charges.
Take the paper. Drop the
I gotta go get a head coach.
Hey,
He's coaching
drop
the
the
league
case,
right now.
B-Flow. It is what it is,
I
bro.
was like, this is
You put them on the spot. We know what they did to you, brother. Hey, drop that shit. Go get this bag.
Yeah.
Go get this opportunity, man.
It's a great opportunity. It's a
great
play.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what do you guys think for where John is going to end up?
I don't know. Wherever he go, they gonna be. They gonna turn whatever situation he go to. I guarantee you, it be up very fast.
Maybe in Arizona.
Okay, but yesterday you
Arizona.
were saying that the Raiders need young. They need, sort of youth movement at
They
head
do.
coach.
They do.
Okay, but
some
John
teams-
Harbaugh has been around a long time. He's
Yeah.
not Pete Carroll, but he's in his 60s now. I think he is. Right?
Yeah.
He can-
I liken the hardball to like Arians. Go in with a young, somewhat talented team, bring some discipline, some experience to them. Get you a quarterback that can lead some soldiers, man. And John Barber, he's still a general.
Yeah.
So
Wherever he goes, he's on everybody's short list right now to interview. I promise you that.
Yeah. I know. Can we
That'd
see
be
him in
interesting.
Cleveland? I don't know. George, our Cleveland
yeah.
fan over there, he said
That would be
yes,
personal.
yes,
Go with
yes.
it.
Cleveland need offensive guru.
In division would
Go-
be pretty intense.
I think even if they go defensive-minded coach, they could still get an offensive
Coordinator,
guru. I mean,
for
when
sure.
you have a
You
head
ain't gonna get the top ones. The top offensive guru.
You think they all wanna go
He going to be the head coach and the
Yeah,
offensive
fair
guru.
point.
So you gonna get the third or fourth guy.
the next guy
You're
up,
gonna get the next guy
Yeah,
up. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? You wanna go get
who might be gone as a head coach in a couple
exactly.
years
you know what I'm
anyway.
saying?
Yeah.
You wanna go get the offensive guru available. That's what
you
Cleveland
like
wanna
McCarthy?
Mike McCarthy?
No.
do. No.
No.
Big no.
I was gonna say I skipped that one.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no.
No.
And is anybody concerned with Lamar? He's only played one full season healthy in his entire career. Like, do you think he's injury prone? Or are you guys like, Lamar's the guy, this is going to be good for him, this coaching
Healthy,
thing?
you mean like missing a couple games?
Yeah, that's all he had.
That's it.
Man, Lamar
I ain't
cool.
worried about that.
Lamar just need to be the all-the-way leader for the entire year.
Yeah, he needs to be there at OTA.
Hey,
he needs
man,
to
once
listen
you-
to Aqib,
Once you
Talib.
is in the building like Tom used to be, when we pull up to the facility, was Peyton Carr there? I don't give a fuck what month it was. It's January. I could be like, let me run in this motherfucker and get some shoulder pads what the fuck is Peyton doing here? You feel me? It's just like his car, he lives here.
Yeah.
Tom lives here, bro. He's always here.
Right.
Be one of those guys, Lamar.
Yeah.
And then you will see the results of that shit. I'm telling you.
All right, let's get back to some playoff talks. Sorry for the breaking news. That was absolutely crazy, but we are blessed to have one of the biggest rivalries in football as a playoff matchup on Saturday night. It is Green Bay Packers versus the Chicago Bears, and they split their season series with both teams winning at home this year, but this matchup is in Chicago, which was the site of the 22-16 overtime thriller where Caleb Williams hit DJ Moore for a walk-off touchdown. Crazy game. So these teams are battling. So, TJ, I need to know, which quarterback do you trust more on Saturday night in Chicago?
Well, you all know I don't love too much.
You don't.
You don't.
You don't like Love.
If you know
I
on
don't
PFF,
love, man.
he's ranked way higher than Caleb Williams, just so you know.
He may be. But this is one thing I've learned from watching Caleb. He's comfortable in chaos. Whenever something breaks down or he needs to make a play scrambling or doing something that requires or in a playoff atmosphere, he's usually successful. Even the first game, we went over that play in Green Bay. It was 4th down. He had, a couple guys open or not. That was like that play and the Niner play are the 2 plays where he was unsuccessful in those situations. Even looking to the game that they just played, Detroit at home, coming down 16-0, when they didn't do nothing to expose what they're going to do in the playoffs, almost brought them back in a game that didn't even matter. He's just become reliable. He's just become a very reliable quarterback. And along with that running game and that defense creating turnovers, they're in a better situation overall than the Green Bay Packers. Love coming off an injury, he's concussed. You don't know how he's going to play coming off that concussion, right? Michael Parsons is out, Wyatt's out, Bullard's coming back, who don't know if he's going to be healthy or not. It's in Chicago. It's too many things that are going against Green Bay and Love. And in a panic, Love panics. He throws interceptions. And I just don't like him in those situations. And that playoff atmosphere in Chicago is going to be crazy.
Crazy.
Cold. And Love doesn't play good when he's uncomfortable, especially if he's not in the lead. He's not coming back. So I trust Caleb in this.
So TJ's riding with the Bears.
I'm riding with Caleb too. I'm just gonna stop doubting that man. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching him like, man, he ain't about to do shit. All right, Caleb.
I agree. I've been the same.
Shit. All right, Caleb. Even them losing 2 straight games going into the playoffs, that kind of had me like, man, do I? But shit, you look at those games, them are highly competitive games. Like, even the one that didn't matter, it kind of did matter because Philly could have jumped them if they would have won. So it kind of, luckily both of them lost.
Yeah.
But I'm done doubting him, and I think his offense all around is just better than the Packers, man. They 10th in passing, 3rd in rushing, 9th in points. They just better, bro. Caleb OC is just better. You know what I'm saying? I trust quarterbacks, but I'm always gonna look and see who the OC is. I'm riding with Ben over my guy in Green Bay. LaFleur, over LaFleur. And then the Packers just losing 4 straight games, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all lose 4 straight games going into the tournament. I don't trust that whole situation. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like how that looked, man.
They did sit Love and Willis last week.
But still, it's the morale.
Yeah.
Like, we still sat there and looked at that scoreboard at the end. Oh, shit, that's 4 straight. I mean, we know going into these playoffs, we lost 4 straight, man. And Caleb just looked prime, ready to go. As the season go on, I feel like he's getting better and better. You know what I'm saying? And he just looked prime, ready to go, man. That game he had against San Fran, shit, he put some shit on tape, bro.
Yeah, he did.
He throwing dots. He showing that magic.
That arm talent, man. His arm talent.
The arm talent is crazy, bro. If they put together like a top 10 throws of the year, Caleb would be on that bitch 6 times.
Yeah, he's at least
like,
that.
You know what I'm saying? He'd be on there 6 times, bro. So
There has been some
the
crazy
throw to Loveland on the free play,
Oh,
where he just was rolling right, put his foot on the ground, and just ripped it like 50 on a line.
What about,
man, I'm like,
There's-
bro,
there-
hey,
count on one hand, guys, the amount of guys that can do
snap
that.
that went between his legs. He didn't panic and pick
bro,
it up
man,
and
pick it
launched
up,
it.
just threw it away.
I thought he had an open receiver.
Like, come on, bro. Like, he just looked prime, ready to go, man.
Like the game winner to DJ, where he just planted and just cut it loose.
Oh, the one against Green Bay.
And then he hit him with, I say, hey, see, that's the motherfucker, he ready for the playoffs. He ready to go, bro. He ready for this big game
Confident.
shit.
He a lot more
I
confident.
think the Bears gonna make a little noise in these playoffs, man. They I ain't believe in it, but it's cold as shit in Chicago. They gonna tote this rock. They gonna take the ball away.
And Caleb is
It's cold in Wisconsin too. But.
Yeah, I know. I'm just talking about anybody who pull up. I'm just talking about anybody who pull up to Chicago.
I don't know if you've been to Wisconsin, but wow, it is cold.
Caleb has made Aqib and a believer, man.
Hey,
I
he turned me
know.
into a believer, man.
Early season
I'ma
to now.
pop out, I'm gonna pop out with some. With
with
red
the
and
nail
black
paint?
nails.
You said at the beginning of the year.
I'm gonna pop out with some red and black nails.
some French
Nah,
tips?
What's up, Skip?
You
feel me?
did say in the beginning of the year he doesn't have that locker room because of his nail paint.
But when you start balling like that, hey,
Everybody's paying the
everybody's
nails.
gonna come pay that
But
shit.
you
What's
know,
up?
Everybody
he got
What's up? We all rock stars,
you
baby.
know he got the bag.
It wasn't really sweet.
Too.
It was just the rock star in you, baby. We see it now.
Yeah, I got it.
I'm telling you.
All right, Cody, who are you riding with?
So, Jordan Love obviously has the most experience. So my mind initially would go to Jordan Love, but experience doesn't always mean that you trust him more. In his first playoff game, and I'm sure Skip remembers this, he goes to Dallas at Jerry's World, and he drops 48.
It was
on the
27-0
Cowboys.
at halftime.
Skip, it was 48-16 in the fourth quarter, and then you guys scored 2 late touchdowns and make it look a little
He
better.
was
But in that
phenomenal.
game, this is his first playoff game,
I know.
277 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, and a 99.3 QBR, which is
Yeah.
one of the highest of all time.
flawless.
He was balling. Played flawless.
Guess who played for Dallas that day? Micah Parsons.
He did play for
Believe
Dallas
that?
that
Go
day,
ahead.
but he also had a couple turnovers on offense to set up
always
Green
gotta
Bay
sprinkle
in
that
some
in,
field
you know?
position. Yeah, we're talking about
Quarterback.
the offense right now, Skip. But then since then, he's played 2 playoff games. He played San Francisco the following week. Last year, he played the Eagles. And he's lost both of those games.
He did.
Played decent against San Fran, but had a late turnover that ended the game.
Did.
So since that first playoff game, he has 2 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. 3 of those were against Philly last year in the wild card game. So that worries me a little bit about saying I trust the experience that Jordan Love has. I will say, though, he's been better this season. I've seen him ascend as a player. He's got 21 touchdowns with 2 interceptions in their wins and their ties. His QBR is second in the NFL right now. He's a big part of their success on the offensive side of the ball. But my biggest question is which Jordan Love shows up. That's my biggest thing. That's where I'm a little bit standoffish on Green Bay. And then you said everything about Caleb, man. He's been playing flawless. Since November, 19 total touchdowns, only 3 interceptions. He just keeps making big-time
Getting
plays.
better and better.
So I've gone back and forth on this. I hate to say it because Jordan Love's my guy, but I think I'm agreeing with Aqib and TJ on this one. I think Caleb at home is going to pull it off, especially against this Green Bay defense that hasn't been the same since Week 15 when Micah got hurt.
Nope.
Yeah.
I think that Caleb Williams and the Bears are going to pull this one off at home.
Man, I hate to make this unanimous and jinx Caleb in Chicago.
Are we doing
but
it?
Lord.
You've been riding with Chicago for a long
I
time.
have.
Rob.
Look, this is the one where I throw out the stats.
Okay.
Okay, so Jordan Love was his first-year starter. He was 9th in QBR. Then he was 5th last year in QBR. He's 3rd this year in QBR. Caleb is 16th in QBR, and I don't care about any of that because I'm going eye test. And I don't love, as you say, because if I, in my mind's eye, if I'm looking at Caleb and Love, the arm talent is absurd. It's ridiculous. The guts are absurd. And the best thing that's happened to Caleb is his 68 sacks last year, which led the league by far by like 20 sacks, are down to 24 this year. And I think he got sacked 68 times last year because he would run so long he would just run out of gas. You know, like he'd just get tired and say, okay, you ran me down, I'll just fall down and you get your sack. Because I'm with you, because I'm going back to Oklahoma days because I root for the Sooners.
Yeah.
My God, he would run around and you just say, just throw the damn ball. Just throw it. Yeah. Throw it somewhere. You've run around enough. They can't catch you unless you just tire out and fall down, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that first game at Green Bay, it gets to 4th and 1 at the 14, and we broke this down. You broke it down. He rolls left. It's a little harder to throw across your body. And he had Cole Kmet on the back line, and Keyshawn Nixon is underneath, and Cole Kmet's like a foot taller than Keyshawn is. And he just didn't get the throw up enough. He had it. It needed to be about 2 yards farther.
Yeah.
And so he made a mistake, and the ball got picked, and the game was over, right? And then in the game at Chicago, they're cooked, man. They're down 16-6 with under 5 minutes left, and he just made miracles at the end. Now, it was Malik Willis taking over for Jordan Love, who got concussed in the second quarter. Remember that?
They got an onside kick that was
Okay, it was
that
ridiculous.
they needed. Yeah, it should have been over, but hey.
All right.
It happened.
But
It
he goes
happens. It
down
happens.
with 24 seconds left in regulation. It's 4th and 4 at the 6-yard line, and he hits that rookie who I didn't even know who he was, but he hits him for a touchdown. And then I just mentioned the play, the walk-off play in overtime to DJ Moore. Listen, there aren't many humans who can make that throw.
Yeah.
Just not many human beings are capable of making that throw. So my eye test just screams Caleb. Jordan Love has done a lot of nice things, and he's a nice player, but this kid, this Caleb, he's got potential to be it, like the best.
Nah, for real.
He does,
Nice.
seriously. When all is said and done with Ben Johnson, as they continue to grow together,
Yeah.
I mean, could
That's
one
what he
day
got.
Where he goes from what he's doing right now to being that guy, he's just got to be a little more consistent. That's
Yeah,
the
I
biggest thing for him
understand.
right now.
No, I got it.
There are games where he looks great in the first half, and then it'll get stale, and he makes some mistakes.
well,
misses
Ben
throws.
blasphemed against Detroit last year.
Or it's not great for the first 3.5 quarters, and then at the end, the last 2 minutes, he turns it on. If he can consistently
clutch.
put 4 quarters together,
And
watch out.
And we're talking about a guy. We talking about a guy in his second year.
Yeah, that's what I'm
you know
saying.
Yeah.
Like,
That's his next step, though.
The
is the
amount he's
consistency
progressed
part.
in 1 year.
we're
is
talking about a guy in
exceptional.
year 2. Like,
And you know what I
With that
love
system?
too? You know what I love is Ben Johnson, who's very blunt about everything. He said, we're winning games in spite of our offensive pass game right now. Calling Caleb out, saying our pass game's not good enough. Our running backs, Swift and Monungai, are handling the load. Right now, we're not doing good enough in the pass game. Caleb didn't bitch about that. He didn't get down in the tank. He responded and went out and made big-time plays and made big-time throws when he needed to. That's what a coach does. He knows that I can chew a guy's ass out a little bit and I can be a little more aggressive, or if I need to be standoffish on a guy, he knows how to get the most out of his players. Him saying that, I think, sparked something in Caleb and got him going.
Head coach right there. You know how to play that mental game with your quarterback. Like, you get on him enough, but not too much. You don't want him in the stands crying on his mama like he was at SC.
Ooh, okay.
Shot.
Oh,
That's after a lot. That's after a lot. That was
But
a
it's
tough-
changed his
tough
whole
game.
mentality, right? In the past, he may have went in the tank.
Yeah.
You say something like that. But now he responding
He's
to it.
maturing.
Hey, shout out.
And he damn
Shout
sure
out.
got some game-winning dots.
He does.
Talk about that pass game shit. He got walk-offs with an S.
So the boys are riding with the Bears, and actually 65% of the chat is also riding with the Bears, so looking like a heavy
Packers out of
favorite
there.
there.
I will say, though, I think Jordan Love still plays well. I think Caleb outduels him. I got to show
Jordan
some love to
Love.
my guy. I think Jordan Love does step up and play well.
And you know him, right? You
know him really well. I've known him since high school. We've worked together before training.
And I'm
stuff,
shocked that you threw out QBR on this one.
I just
shocked by
tossed
that.
it out.
Love it.
Because Jordan Love
You
does
should
have a
always
really
toss it out.
incredible
Like, it don't
QBR
matter.
rating.
What is
Hey.
QBR?
Like QBR, his QBR is so low, but the second seed.
You know why? You know why he threw it out? Because I mentioned that 99.3 that Jordan had against your Cowboys.
No, but
No. But you know what? No, that don't mean shit.
But Caleb's all about the eye test.
Yeah, he is.
You just watch a game and you're like, damn, that's
No,
there.
for real.
Yeah.
Because
There.
sometimes his completion percentage isn't great. His numbers might not be great. But when you need a hero play, he can throw the cape on and go make it.
Well, congrats to Caleb Williams because he was getting a lot of backlash last year, so he's really turned some things around.
Yeah.
So,
His own fans didn't even like him last year.
yeah.
That is fact.
Yeah, see what happens when you get an O-line and a good system. All right, now let's move on to another playoff game, though, because the Steelers are probably still on a high from that division-winning victory, but they don't get to celebrate for long because they now face the #1 scoring defense in the AFC on Monday night. So the Steelers are 3-1 all-time at home against the Texans. And the Steelers are currently a 3.5 underdog at home, underdog at home. So, Aqib, should the Steelers be favored Monday night against the Texans?
Well, the Texans got the better record. The Texans got the better defense. The Texans won 8 straight. Like, I mean,
9
CJ Stroud, 9 straight. CJ Stroud playing ball right now. You know what I'm saying? You look at during that 9-game win streak, at least last 5-6 games, CJ Stroud playing ball. It's not bad.
Yeah. He
Check his
finally.
QBR, Skip. If you don't believe me, check his QBR. They last
He's
4 games.
11th, by the way, 11th.
Look, that's playing ball.
Yeah.
They last 4 games, they quietly averaging 30 with 240 balls in there. You know what I'm saying? That's what that.
He's got 8 touchdowns, 2 picks in the last 4 too.
Look, last 4, that's playing ball. You know what I'm saying? The offense coming along, the running back is by committee. You know what I'm saying? Woody Marks, Jordan go down, Brooks come in, he ball.
Yeah.
They running the ball well. Even the Steelers, what they good at? They take the ball away, right?
Yeah.
They get after the quarterback.
Yeah, they take the ball away. I say that's what if I say one thing, the Steelers, what they take that ball away.
Yeah.
Turnover differential. Shit. The Texans better than them at that. You know what I'm saying? They second in the league in turnover differential. You feel me? So they do everything better than the Steelers.
Okay, but yesterday you made the case for the Steelers.
I ain't saying they gonna win. You saying about who should be the favorite? I'm just answering the question.
Oh.
Like I don't see how the Texans are not the favorite. They got a better record. They won 9 straight. They better than them in
But
every
you still
category.
think the Steelers might win? Is that what you just said?
I don't know who gonna win. If I Skip won the bet, if Skip won the bet, I probably
He's like,
ride
I'm
with
gonna
the
make
Steelers.
all these points, but the Steelers might win.
What's the question again?
If they should be favored.
I'm just answering the
And
question.
who wins?
You know what I'm saying? I'm just
Follow
answering the question. I think the Texans probably should be the favorite. Steelers should be a home underdog. But shit, the Steelers probably gonna win the game.
You think the Steelers are gonna win?
Yeah, I think
I'm gonna
the
write that
Steelers gonna
down.
win.
Okay, Aqib, we got the Steelers.
I mean, you were giddy about the Steelers yesterday. You were riding high. You were back driving the band.
I just
He's
said they
just like
gonna
this
win.
with the Steelers.
Okay.
He's like
I don't
this.
like to say they're gonna win because when I say they're gonna win, they lose. So I like to pub up the other team. Like the Texans
pubbed
should
them.
come in as the favorite.
Yeah.
They should.
But in your head, Pittsburgh is the favorite.
A-Rod, hey,
That's
playoff
there we go.
A-Rod.
Now we're getting to the truth.
Yeah.
Playoff A-Rod, I feel like the question was who is the favorite. I don't see how Pittsburgh
Should the
be.
Steelers be favored because they're not at home?
Oh yeah. Hell no, they shouldn't be the favorite. The Texans should be the favorite. They should. They better than them in every single category. They on a 9-game win streak. C.J. Stroud playing his best ball right now. Of course, they should be the favorite. Yeah, the Texans should be the favorite. To answer the question.
Why you looking at me?
Who gonna win the game? You feel me?
All right, Cody, let's see what you got.
I'm excited to watch
I'm confused.
DK Metcalf versus Stingley Jr. though. You want to watch some good football? That's going to be a great matchup.
Yeah.
I agree. I think the Texans should be favored, and I think the Texans will win this game too.
Okay.
I think they will. I mean, they're 9 in a row, like Aqib said, since the bye. They're 10-2. You know, during that time too, they beat 4 playoff teams. They're not just beating nobody. They beat 49ers, the Bills, the Jags, and the Chargers. So they're beating some good football teams. The main reason that they should be favored, though, is that defense. That's
that defense
one
is
of,
weird.
if not the best defense in the league. They're first in total defense. They're second in scoring defense. They can do everything well. There's really no weaknesses on that side of the ball. It is elite. They take the ball away. They get after the quarterback. So it's going to be tough for this Steelers offense, who struggled at Cleveland, found a little bit of a rhythm late in the season, but hasn't been consistent to move the ball efficiently against this defense. But it's not just the defense. The offense has been playing better, too, under first-year offensive coordinator Nick Caley, who I was with in New England. I like Caley. I think he's done a good job of finding an identity for this offense. In those last 9 games that they've won, they're averaging 26 points per game. They've been more consistent. C.J. Stroud, like I mentioned, the last 4, 8 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. You got Nico Collins on the outside, 1,000-yard receiver. He's a mismatch with how the Steelers have struggled with their secondary. You got Schultz, who was a former Cowboy, mismatch on the inside, who I really like, though, Skip, and you mentioned him before, that Jaden Higgins kid out of Iowa State. He was their second-round pick. These last couple games, he's emerged as that number 2 receiver. They're starting to find the ball down the field a little bit more, too. He's having some of those explosive plays.
You like Woody Marks?
And then Woody Marks out of the backfield. That was my last guy I want to mention. He was at USC. He is just dynamic. They're getting him the ball in space more now, too. They're letting him do what he does best and run the football on the outside, get some catches out of the backfield. So, yeah, I think the Texans win this game. It's not going to be easy, though. You got A-Rod. You got playoff A-Rod with DK back. That's going to put some stress on the defense. And then defensively, give up a lot of yards, but they do take the ball away and get after the quarterback. So I think it'll be a close game, but I think the Texans find a way to get the win.
How you feeling, TJ?
I definitely think the Texans should be the favorite in this game because we are just worrying about Pittsburgh even getting in the playoffs, right? Their division did not play well this year, and they were 1 kick away from not even being in this game. And we look back on what the Texans did earlier to the Ravens, blew them out the water. So if it wasn't for the Jaguars having such a great season, the Texans would have home field, and they'd be at home in Houston playing their first playoff game.
But they're not.
But they're not.
They got to go to Pittsburgh.
Because of their division, right? The division leader in that game. So that alone, they should be the favorite. They should be the favorite. A-Rod, he led them on the fourth quarter drive to put him in position to win. But at the end of the day, their defense gave it up, let Lamar go down the field, and if it wasn't for that weak kicker and missing it, they wouldn't even be in this position.
That is true.
So definitely the Texans deserve to be the favorite. Their defense is playing outstanding, top defense in the league, along with the Broncos. But the only thing that kind of worried me was this last game against the Colts that they almost gave up.
30 ball.
30 ball.
Yeah, but they did sit their starters at halftime once they realized the Jaguars are up. They took their starters out on both sides of the ball. So.
Okay.
30 ball.
All right.
I think the Texans should be favored by even more than they are.
Wow.
Wow.
They're going to blow them out the water, huh?
By 5. Vegas and the odds makers have not liked A-Rod and the Steelers all year long. They don't believe every spread. Even Baltimore was favored by 3.5 at Pittsburgh the other night. You know, you stole the first bet from me this year when it was Denver at Houston. Do you remember that? You just flat out stole it. I would have had it. I did have it. I went the correct way. And C.J. Stroud gets concussed early in the second quarter, and I have Davis Mills the rest of the way. And he played pretty well the next couple of games, but he wasn't ready for that game getting thrown into the fire against you guys.
Right.
If C.J. Stroud stays upright the rest of the game, I win that fairly easily. You won it on a walk-off. You won it 18-15 on a walk-off field goal.
The defensive battle.
Am I sniffing another bet?
The two
right
top
now?
defense in the league.
I think he's warming up to that.
I'm sniffing another bet right here, right now, but I'm going to wait until Friday
Oh,
to make
okay.
sure who's healthy and who's not and all those things, because I don't want to jinx myself before we even get to the bet.
Like you
Okay,
did
I'll
last
come back
time.
to that Friday.
Like I did last time. But not only have the Texans won 9 straight, but they've won 10 of their last 11. After starting 0-3, the third loss was at Jacksonville 17-10. No shame in that now that we see what Jacksonville is.
Yeah.
So I boil this down to the Houston Texans were first in the league in yards allowed. The Pittsburgh Steelers are 26th in the league in yards allowed. 26th. Do they take it away? Okay, I give you the takeaways. But man, they are torchable. We saw it the other night. Were they not torchable on defense? My God, I looked up and 3 times Lamar's got somebody running free behind everybody. I'm like, God, what are you doing, man? You're the Pittsburgh freaking Steelers, or at least you used to be, right? And then if I just look at your favorite stat, QBR, C.J. Stroud is 11th in the league, which is pretty decent. He's not bad. I'd call it not bad. Aaron Rodgers is 23rd in the league in QBR because he's had some duds, man. Just 2 games back at Cleveland against Shador and what's left of the Browns, that was a dud. And Shador outplayed him. That was just 2 games ago. So, yeah, I think the Texans should be favored by at least 5 because they're superior in every way. Even at quarterback, they are superior to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
What are they favorite? What's the spread?
3.5.
3.5? Oh, so when we bet, I need that 3.5.
No, you don't need a
playoff times.
wait, you already picked it.
I'm not playing. We
flat
not
out picked it. You said the Steelers are going to. Didn't he say going to win?
Yeah, I wrote him down for picking the Steelers.
But when we bet, I need playoff time, Skip. I ain't them head up bets is over with.
Really?
Skip, what we talking about?
Yeah,
afraid?
home field's a little more important.
Yeah.
Right?
Man, if
hey, us playoff guys, right, bro? We know, about the
you know
playoffs.
how that shit go.
You don't know.
But if I was to say it's a top 5, correct me if I'm wrong, bud. Cody. Top 5 toughest places to play. Like playoff atmosphere. You might can't attest to it, but playoff atmosphere.
Hey, I've been in one playoff game.
Okay,
at
you get
Fox
some.
Yeah, come on.
I'm familiar. I was
Playoff
backing up Tom Brady,
atmosphere.
but I was still.
Did you win that game?
Will Pittsburgh not be top 5
Definitely.
toughest
Yes.
places to play?
I played at Pittsburgh regular season, not playoffs. I can attest to that.
Right.
I mean, that fourth quarter that comes around,
man,
that
listen,
song
that
they
shit
got
gonna
going
be
on.
rocking in there, bro.
Yeah, it is.
A-Rod,
But Lee, you always say defense wins championships.
They do.
I learned that from you, and you know that the Pittsburgh Steelers are ranked 26 in total yards
Defense
allowed.
is going to win the championship, just not the Texans' defense.
Aqib, would you be shocked if the Texans won the AFC and went to the Super Bowl? Would
I'll
you
be shocked.
Really?
I'll be very shocked.
Why?
They won 12 because that'll be a
Have you
12-game win streak.
Have you watched that defense though?
Of course. Yeah,
Come
I
on.
watch NFL football.
It's
I just
looking
don't watch
nice.
college.
It's looking nice.
That'll
be a 12-game win streak.
I don't think anybody wants to play the Texans.
I don't
right now.
either.
I don't know if they're gonna get. I don't know if they're gonna go all the way to the Super Bowl, but
that pass
team's
rush
dangerous.
on Aaron Rodgers' ass. You know,
They will be
the
on
Ravens.
top. Yeah.
They didn't even have no pass rush.
And he can't
And,
move
you know,
like
it
that.
Was, it
so
was real tight games. When they get Will Anderson,
This
on
was
his
10.
ass,
Y'all act like they
900.
just was trash and they just like got.
Bro,
They were 10-7, bro. They 10-17.
No,
A 10-7 football
Weren't
team.
you the one that jumped off the bandwagon because you said their defense was bad?
I thought I was the bad luck or something. Maybe I should stay off.
You ask me, Lee, when did Bud become such an offensive guru?
Also,
I just
all three of you.
The main. Go ahead.
Well, you guys didn't even pick them to make the play. I'm the only one that said the Steelers
I
were going to beat the
didn't. That's
Ravens.
why they
But I told you, I'm
Aqib's been so bipolar on the Steelers.
She
I'm
really
like,
just.
I'm
bipolar.
confused.
Right.
I gotta.
Yeah.
back.
I got a way I go about riding with the Steelers.
All
I
right,
gotta
all
pick
right.
against them. You know what I'm saying?
You're riding with Skip's logic sometimes.
I
where if we all
learned that shit
pick-
from Skip. I learned that shit from Skip. I really got to pick against him. and then they win. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tried to hype up the Texans. Kinsey, you want to dig? Oh, who winning then? You didn't ask me that. You just asked me about the spread. You know what I'm saying? Kinsey,
I know, but you know I love to
me.
cook up a little bet between you two, and you know I'm gonna be circling back to this Friday.
We
I'm trying
betting
to get
for
some
sure.
money, some dinner on the line.
We betting for sure.
Trying to get something.
But what I don't like,
Some
is win streaks. You go in the playoffs on a 9-game win streak. It seems like it's like, yeah, we on a 9-game win streak.
Yeah.
You bound to have that game where you just tip ball, pick, fuck, like shit that we can't even control.
Yeah, you've had 3 of those against me.
You feel me? You bound to have that game, man. I'm telling you. So we'll see.
By the way, I can't wait for Friday's show because we have a very special guest coming, a mystery guest.
Very
special, like
mystery
time.
guest, man.
Big time.
Such a mystery.
Famous.
I haven't been told. I'm excited.
I've been told, I'm plugged in.
Oh, you're plugged in. They left me out on that one.
Mystery. Y'all see what it is.
Mystery guest.
All right.
And
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
a dynamo.
Ooh. All right, guys, stay tuned for Friday's show. But let's first, we got to talk about another coach, okay? Because we watched the Bucs crumble this season and miss the playoffs, and it now seems undecided whether the Bucs will move forward with Todd Boyles as the head coach. So Boyles made the case for why he should stick around. So let's take a listen.
All I can do as coach is be myself. I've earned the chance. I won 3 straight division titles, so that says a lot as far as I'm concerned. But I don't really have a message for fans other than true fans are true fans, and we're going to try to do our best to go out there and win for them. They're going to feel how they feel, but that's not the coach's problem. The coach's problem is to make the team better.
3 straight division titles. I mean, that's a pretty impressive case. So, Aqib, do you agree that Todd Boyles has earned his chance to stay in Tampa?
I think he has. You know what I'm saying? For what he just said.
Yeah.
You win 3 straight division titles, bro. That's a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? You make the playoffs, you win the division titles, you make the playoffs 3 straight years. Shit, that mean a lot to me. I don't mean a lot to the Ravens guys. Y'all say, hey, it ain't good enough. Just making a tournament ain't good enough. Well, it's good enough to me. You give yourself an opportunity to win the chip first before you win the chip. You know what I'm saying? Ask all the bum-ass teams who will never sniff the playoffs. You feel me? So you make the playoff. You was the coordinator of the Super Bowl team, wasn't he? It wasn't he? You know what I'm saying?
No, he was. Brady was a coordinator.
He was a coordinator. He had the defense had nothing to do with that.
He was defense.
He had nothing to do with that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He's been there.
He was a part of that championship.
He was, yeah.
A big part of that, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So
sure.
That means something to me, man. And then this year, you had the most injured team that you could possibly have, and you didn't make the playoffs for the first time since you've been the head coach.
The Niners were injured too. Look what Kyle Shanahan whipped up.
Yeah, I know.
Hello.
We talking about the Bucs here, though. You know what I'm saying? This the most injured team that you could possibly have, man. So you don't make the playoffs 1 year out of your head coach tenure. You definitely let's put together a bad resume. This is not a bad resume. You know what I'm saying? So I think he definitely deserves another shot. You don't make the playoffs next year, then it's something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's stale at that point. But right now, it's not stale.
Yeah.
You feel me?
It's tough. Cody?
Yeah, I agree with Aqib on that. I agree, and I agree with what Coach Bowles said. I don't think he should be fired. I think he deserves another chance. I understand the frustration, though, from the fans. And you start out 6-2, then you finish the season going 2-7 over the last 9. That starts with the head coach, in my opinion, and the coaching staff. So people want him held accountable for that, but I don't think he should be let go. I do think that seat gets a little bit hotter, though, going into the offseason and going into next year.
Maybe that's what you need, though.
But and maybe they do. But with that being said, he has led them to 3 straight division titles. He's had 2 winning seasons before this one the last 2 years. I know it's not the best division, but you still got to be able to get your team to the playoffs and win your division. And yeah, I mean, it's frustrating offensively. They were great early in the year, which was weird to me too, because the healthier they got, it felt like the worse they got. And they became stale and they became predictable on offense.
At receiver, once they
when Mike Evans came back and Godwin and
Bucky too.
They got Bucky comes back. It felt like they got worse.
McMillan came back.
Yeah, and McMillan. So for me, I know you're going to give me shit for this, but I always start with the coordinator, right? You start becoming predictable. You don't, these other guys come back in the offense.
No, I think you should
incorporate them the right way.
Coordinator.
So I think Josh, Grizzard is has some responsibility in that. I can't put it on Baker though, because without Baker, even though he had some turnover issues toward the end of the season, without Baker and those 4 comeback wins, we're looking at a 4-13 team right now.
I wrote it down. 4-13.
You said what?
We got to put some of it on Baker.
It is on Baker, but if Baker doesn't come back early in the season and they lose those 4 games where they're behind at the end against the Jets.
Well, why do you need to keep coming
And
back?
then if Baker don't turn the ball over in some of those later games, then
well,
maybe they
also,
win.
I mean, we could look at the
Confidently win.
defense though, and you know,
Right.
the defense struggled. They were 20th in scoring defense. They were dead last in red zone defense. They couldn't stop anybody.
Right, so it's everybody. It's a collective.
We'll talk about if we're talking about games, then talk about the Falcons game. They have them 3rd and 28, 4th and 14.
Right.
With the season on the line, they give
Right.
up both of those. They go down and score.
If I can't pay my bills in my house, my wife spends too much money, my kids eat too much, but at the end of the day, it's gonna come down to me. I'm the reason.
Well, I'm saying that's the head
I'm
coach,
the
though.
Baker.
I think Baker.
You feel me?
I think Baker. Yeah, but you're the head coach. You're not the quarterback. You're
the quarterback and the head coach.
No, you deserve some blame, but I do think with Bowles sticking around, he does need to look at his coaching staff. I don't know if Grizzard stays with what he did this year, but yeah, I think Bowles deserves another year to get this right.
TJ?
I mean, at the end of the day, what are we here to do? We're in the word championships.
Yeah.
Right.
Not divisions. I mean, that's great. It helps you win championships. But do you see
Gotta
Tampa
win that.
Bay winning the championship with Tom
But I mean,
Bowles?
the Chiefs have been winning every championship. It's been hard.
Do you see the Tampa Bay Buccaneers
But,
win the
but
championship?
Skip and
with
them
Tom
did at the first 8 weeks of the season.
All right,
They did.
so
Gerald, Skip.
Even winning the division, right? You can use that term very lightly because he went 8-9, 9-8. I give him 2024 10-7.
Yeah.
This year 8-9. So you really winning the division based off of luck and what the other teams' winners and losses and tiebreakers and all that. You're not really just going out there going 14-2 and winning the division that way.
Yeah.
And at the end of that, I'm gonna take something that he said. The head coach is here to get the team better. Has Tampa Bay gotten better year by year with Todd Bowles as the head coach? They got worse this year. And especially his specialty is defense. Their defense was atrocious.
They was injured too.
Yeah, regardless, atrocious. You have to find ways, like you say, to implement players and do what they do best as a defensive coordinator. You lose a player there, you lose a player here. You got to put guys in place to make plays and do what they do best as a head coach. And I don't really see him. That interview, it kind of was a little privileged to me. Like, they can't move me out of this spot based on me winning the divisions. But hey, man, we're trying to win championships. Tom Brady came in here for 1 year. We won the chip. And we're not getting
you
better.
talking
We're
about
not inclining, we declining. So
Yeah.
I really feel they should have just moved on this year. If Harbaugh got to go, Bowles got to go.
TJ's cut throat. All right, Skip.
That's
You
how
know,
the
except
league
when
is.
except when it come to Tua, he want to give him another chance.
You know, I'm having a hard time talking about this because I still haven't recovered from Tampa Bay's collapse because I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't understand it. They lost 4 straight going into the final game by 11 total points. And they're losing to teams, Atlanta, New Orleans, Arizona.
Quinn Ewers and the Dolphins.
Come on.
I mean, that game, yeah.
At Dolphins.
You bit him in the ass.
Come on, man.
Time.
What everything you said is correct and right. And I'm probably not objective about this because I've been around Todd Bowles and I like the heck out of him.
Great guy.
Because he's solid, he's a rock. Is he that guy that can take you over the edge into a Super Bowl? I don't know. You're probably asking the question that should have been asked, and I think from what I know of the ownership, it was being asked. I was actually slightly surprised they kept Todd, that he wasn't gone, but they kept him because of the final game. The final game showed me something. They came out and played some football against Carolina. For what it was worth, it was quote-unquote for all the marbles except for what Atlanta did to the Rams and reopened the door for Carolina. But they showed me something that they came out and competed in that game. It wasn't the most beautiful game I've ever seen played, but they beat the Carolina Panthers when they had to, and I'm pretty sure that saved Todd Bowles' job. Obviously, I love me some Baker Mayfield. And you're going to say I'm making excuses, but I think he got the hell kicked out of him this year. And I think his left shoulder, as it was bothering him at the end of his run in Cleveland, I think it was bad. I think he might need some cleanup surgery, and I think he was struggling with it because he couldn't follow through the way he did in those first 4 out of 5 games. And to Cody's point, he pulled off minor miracles for the first 5 games with last-second, last-minute drives for touchdowns and field goals that were so miraculous. I think they camouflaged what wasn't a very good football team. I think it was just a bad football team from the start. And if he doesn't pull off miracles at the end of 4 out of the first 5 games, they're going to be 4-13 because
Yeah.
I think they were a 4-13 football team. I can't defend what happened to Baker. He turned the ball over too much. Listen, a year ago he threw 41 touchdowns. This year it was 26. Big drop off. But I'm gonna make an excuse for him. But think about this. Baker Mayfield has now played 8 seasons. He's had 10 offensive coordinators in 8 seasons, and he had Liam a year ago, and I think that was a big deal. Now that I see what Liam did for Trevor, I'm saying, wait a second, hold on. Liam did that for Baker last year. Josh Grizzard, he played undergraduate. He barely played, but he went to Yale, and then he got his graduate degree at Duke, and he's a brainiac. He's all about stats and analytics, and he's 35 years of age, and he was the coordinator, and I think he failed miserably. And if there's a change to be made, it's probably there.
Yeah.
But does Baker need a 11th in 9 years coordinating? It was a mess, but in the end, I'm with you guys on this. I think he deserves one more time around just because of the division titles, but I think TJ is asking the ultimate question, and you could be dead right about this. He's just not the ultimate answer for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
It is, yeah. Baker also this year hurt both his shoulders, his knee, his bicep.
did.
It was a tough year all around for the Bucs.
Listen,
but
what do you say about running quarterbacks? Running back shit happens, right? Okay. Listen, he takes off and goes crazy kamikaze run. Hey, it's like
lower his shoulder now.
What are you doing, man? But he'll get the
to
first
hurt
down.
both shoulders this year.
I'm just not into firing
I know.
playoff coaches, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the chat isn't
Hard.
either. 70% of the chat wants to keep Todd Boyle, so I think that's going to happen for Tampa. Let's hope. But we are going to call it a day there. But you guys, we've gotten a very exciting guest
on Friday.
On Friday, we have a very exciting guest. I don't know who it is, but apparently it's very exciting.
Hey, this place is going to vibrate.
Woo! So we will
Vibrate.
see you guys back here on the couch on Friday with a special guest. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for watching. Woo, woo!